The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. We Talk Wrestling. For the one stop you need for the most intriguing stories and headlines, and info on independent shows in multiple regions, We Talk Wrestling has you covered. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro Wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the Night Owl, DJ Big Sexy, Luke Roberts, The Alpha, Jay Wade, Nightmare Jones, and many others as they bring you the hottest takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and the only place to get news on the most popular fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Catch them every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Find all of their media outlets on their website at WrestleTalkPodcast.com.
Before each and every show, we like to remind our audience that freedom is never free, and all of us should be grateful to those who lay it all on the line. To all our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation every day, we love you and appreciate the sacrifices you make to protect all of us.
Get ready for episode number 126 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as we welcome one of the most hated wrestlers in Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling today, and the self-proclaimed 2022 SICW Rookie of the Year, Big Nasty Glenn Williams. This podcast is scheduled for one episode, where falls count everywhere.
And good Sunday evening, everybody. We're rocking it out here, and we're having a party as always. That's right. It is episode number 126 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. We appreciate you all being here this Sunday night. As every Sunday night, man, we're going to have a good time here. Getting started here, just letting you know here, apparently, we seem to get, some of us seem to get the bug here every now and then, and but it's me here, Rough Cut Rick Ruby here on the left this week, and to the right, of course, the Gem City Mouse, Zmiz. And conspicuous by his absence here, GQ is actually not with us this week. He's gotten some jet lag, and apparently, I think he got a hold of some bad airline food myself.
Right,
but
right. Rest up, GQ.
I told him, I said, don't trust the Chinese food on the flight, bro. That's not really chicken in your chicken chow mein. So if you know what I mean, you know,
nothing beats a gas station burrito
or gas station sushi. You know?
Oh no, never. What, were you trying to kill somebody?
No, man, no. No. I mean. Dude, I mean, there are certain gas stations that actually do have pretty good burritos. And,
oh yeah,
it's just.
But every time you eat at a gas station and has a burrito, you better hope the next gas station is only about 25 miles or so.
Oh my God! For me, it's not even that. That's right. Some things I cannot have on the road, my friend, because then I'll be making another stop. So.
So get well, GQ, as we make fun of you.
Yeah. So if you're with us here, make sure. Actually, this week we are switching it up here, and we're going to have to stay this way here for a while for other purposes. But we are on Facebook and YouTube as always, and of course Twitch. But we have now gone back to X. It's not Twitter, it's X. So yeah. So Kick wasn't. There wasn't enough nerds on Kick that let us. We weren't getting any views, so we told them to go kick off and into the air, and we'll see you later once you start getting some views. So you're not helping our numbers any. So kick off. So yeah, so Falls Count Everywhere on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and of course at FCE Podcast on X. Everybody, that's where we're at, and we are airing live right now. Oh my goodness. So Z, what's been good with you this past week, man? How are things going?
It's been a roller coaster of a weekend. It's been a roller coaster of a weekend. My wife had her family suffered a loss, so we
Oh,
celebrated and shared love for that. And then today, my daughter performed in her first band concert. It was really cool to see
yes.
that. So, for 9 weeks of performing, Evelyn kicked butt, and I'm super proud of her. And yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, there's nothing like band. Nothing like band. I'll tell you what, I've done many years in band in school. I mean, if you don't know one little known fact you didn't know about me, well, now you know. So, and I was more of a woodwind guy, you know.
You would be a wood guy.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. Be in the wood, right? Okay, sure. Okay. Get it out now, Z. Get it out now. Oh God. Anyway. So let's kind of talk so like I said, we're gonna talk here a little bit here about we kind of like to do our local shows here around here. We like to showcase local talent, kind of talk about some things here around the area. Of course, me last night, I did get back to ACW. That was in DeSoto last night, and I'm still in that rut, man. Good lord, I'm trying to try to be go for the number one contendership for their tag team titles, and lost to the Lumberjacks because I had an incompetent partner and flirting with my wife, and that's another story. And the rough cut diamond made her way back, and then was trying to get involved in you know apparently that's what her story is. So we'll just leave it at that. It's like it we I mean, it's a touchy subject, but we know how arguments go or differences go between two married people. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll end with two words: yes, dear. So and we'll move on. Oh, but now I was kind of hoping somebody else would get in here. Oh God, hello. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's who I wanted to bring in here, because here's what I wanted to bring in here real quick. The coolest man to ever walk this planet. He's got more monikers than Apollo Creed right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. Really?
What?
I look at this. All right, I'll bring it back.
Wait. Okay.
Good boy. He put it away.
You put that weapon away, sir. You're not allowed to have that. Okay? Wrong weapon.
The coolest podcast host of the century. The coolest man to ever walk this planet.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty soon I'm going to have the coolest merchandise bag that ever existed.
Yes.
Who puts their face on the merchandise bag?
It's only going to be cool if he fills it up with Falls Count Everywhere merchandise, and that's the only time it's going to be cool.
Who puts his face on his merchandise bag?
This guy.
All right.
Hi, everybody. You guys coming in? Oh, check out these.
Yeah. So Tyler he's got some big things coming up as well. He was back actually down in Sedalia last night. So So what I'm going to do here right now is, before we mention anything, give me 1 second here. I'm sorry. It's real. Here we go. We're going to do this here. Kind of explain here, Tyler, what's going on, because this main event apparently was throwing everybody off, and you're not happy about it.
What did you want? You got this. Jim Ross was taking a leave from AEW.
Oh, do I really? Okay. Yeah. Did I save it? Hold on. Let's do. Yeah. Are you sad that Jim Ross is taking a leave? How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. I love Jim Ross. I
was gonna say, do not diss JR.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss JR. Hopefully.
Before you start, hope you like it, buddy. I'm getting some good sipping right now, bud. There you go, right for you.
The question still is, are you bringing the haterade for Derek Jeter takes a turn for the dark side there, buddy?
I am not very happy with Derek. Okay. I'm gonna start with this. Okay, it was a very good match. I mean, I've gotten to see Derek Teeter in action maybe once before, so this was my second time getting to see him in action. I've seen Dr. Eisen maybe 2 or 3 times, so I kind of knew what to expect with him. But like I said, Derek Teeter, I didn't really know what to expect going into it. It was a really good match, but leading to the ending, so Dr. Eisen almost had the win. Dr. Eisen was about to retain his New Breed Wrestling Heavyweight Championship until Money Mike Pettis jumped up on the apron and distracted the referee. Whenever the referee was distracted, Derek Teeter used Money Mike Pettis' weapon that he brings to the ring. I can't remember what it's called. Just a cane, I guess. And Derek Teeter whacked Dr. Eisen in the gut with the cane. And after that, he hit him with 2 powerful, and I mean powerful, choke slams. And he ended up picking up the victory. The crowd was very, very confused, very 50-50. And whenever Derek Teeter took the time to hug Money Mike Pettis, that's when everybody finally knew, holy crap, this actually just happened. So not only is nothing neater Derek Cheater, the new Breed Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, but he's also with Money Mike Pettis.
Yeah. Hey, but here's the funny thing though, because you get a lot of you're going to get a lot of answers this coming Friday on Keeping It Cool with Tyler Cooley, because Money Mike Pettis is going to be your special guest. So make sure, once again, Keeping It Cool with Tyler Cooley. That's at 7:00 Central, and he's gonna get all the details with Money Mike Pettis on here. And the only thing I could say here is, I think this was something that's been brewing behind the scenes at least a week before this show happened. I think Mike Pettis knew what happened. He saw a better investment in Derek Teeter. I've been in the ring with Derek Teeter a couple times. He is no slouch. He is a powerhouse. So I'm actually kind of shocked that he needed that cane to get Dr. Eisen down. But yeah, 2 of those big power bombs should easily seal the deal. Yeah.
They were powerful. I mean, powerful.
Yeah. So big power bombs there. So but I know you don't like the bad guys in the ring.
He's salty.
Yeah, you get salty when you get Tyler gets that's the whole motivation behind it. Tyler is the whole motivation behind my haterade. He's the whole motivation right here, because I get the choking. I take some shortcuts where the ref's not looking. So what? It's kind of like holding in football with the referee don't see and you don't get the flag. You're giving your quarterback more time to throw the ball and make a completion. Sometimes you got to play a little dirty. I've been in that game. I know what it is. So
stop cheating if you don't get caught.
Yes, yeah. That's what is that what Bobby Heenan said? It's not cheating unless you're caught.
That's right.
See? So you got to know the game of wrestling, Tyler. So
WCW.
Yeah, WCW. But I mean, do you really think Derek Teeter is? Well, wait a minute. Never. He's changing it. He's changing his name to what's his moniker now? It's not Nothing Neater. Or what is it now?
Nothing Neater Derek Cheater.
No, that was you.
I thought it was like just a cheater, Derek Teeter. I don't know what it. I know what it was.
Always change it.
I know you're always changing his name.
It ain't so neat anymore.
I mean, I'm sure Money Mike Pettis is going to give him some nice suits to go down to the ring with and show up at the shows. He might give him a limo. There's a lot that could have been invested with Mr. Pettis putting that money up for Teeter, and it's going to be a long, well investment, I would think, holding on to that gold for a while. So that's a beautiful belt, by the way. I saw that in person. So, yeah. So some good. So good. Any other good notes from last night's shows today? I know you wrote down with Tyler Bodine and yeah.
Yep, it was pretty fun. Getting to always hang out with him and ride down with him, and getting to hang out after the show. But yeah, there were actually a few more highlights of the show. We crowned a few number one contenders. There was a really nice ladies match. So they kicked off with a battle royal, and the winner of that battle royal is actually going to be the number one contender to the New Breed Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Here's the ironic part. The winner of that battle royal is actually, and if you remember correctly, Derek Cheater is currently one half of the New Breed Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Well, the person that won the battle royal is the other half of the New Breed Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the silverback Big Joe Helms. So Joe Helms did come out after that match with Derek and Dr. Eisen and had a few words to say to Derek. So that was pretty interesting. Definitely, that would be a really good match to see. So I'm still speechless. I don't know what to think.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a lot of action here that was covered, and like I said, that was the I guess the shock of the night with Derek going, because I never saw it go. I never saw it happen, and pulled the wool over my eyes. I'll tell you that, because everybody loves Derek Teeter. He's a good guy. Shooter Shineland, of course, I guess defended the title over Nadia White.
It wasn't a title match.
It wasn't a title match?
No.
Come on, Shineland, put that belt up. Stop being lazy. Jeez, come on. I'll call you out, woman. I'll do it.
Hey.
So the irony about that call out is Shineland actually isn't the women's champion right now.
She's not?
No, she lost.
New Breed Wrestling doesn't have a women's champion.
Oh, okay.
Wrong. Isn't it like Kansas City?
I know they had a women's championship. Don't tell me.
Shineland was the champion.
I'm checking your pupils right now, bro. I know they had a champion.
Shineland was the champion, but after one of her recent matches with Nadia White, Scotty came out and I want to say stripped. I don't know if stripped is the right word.
All right.
The title from Shineland, but she did compete against Nadia White last night. She won.
All right. You can hold Scotty. Tell me you need to call the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, because Shineland was a really good, nice host on our side, and she needs to get that belt back, or else I'm going to have to put the smackdown on Scotty. So there's nothing wrong with the man. Don't strip the woman of the title for no reason. He's just a hater.
Haterade.
You do. Hey, you do not deserve to drink this, Scotty. This is mine. You stop hating. I'm the hater. Hate you, mofo. Anyway. I'm coming at. I'm
fired.
I'm sorry. I'm coming after a long weekend, and I'm coming after a disgusting loss last night. I'm tired of losing, and and I'm a little bit bitter, so I'm gonna have to eat some Sour Patch Kids or something to kind of tame that. So anyway, but what I wanted to kind of bring you on here is the course discussion of that, and of course, just to remind people here, make sure you're tuning in Friday night, 7 p.m. Make sure you're finding Keeping It Cool with Tyler Cooley on Facebook, and Money Mike Pettis will be the featured guest, and you'll get all the answers you need regarding Derek Teeter. So
I hope so, because I definitely have a lot of questions. Tyler Cooley repping.
Man with Morals beanie, yeah.
Oh yeah, check out my new beanie I got from Burt Cameron.
Yeah, I was gonna say Burt Cameron's in Men with Morals, right?
Yeah, that's my dude.
There you go.
Slammer too, and then this was the last thing. Also, thank you for plugging the podcast. I appreciate it. Slammer and Burt Candy defeated Burt Cameron and Scott Hansen to become the new number one contenders to the New Breed Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Yeah. Now wait a minute. So what? That's one quick question here, and then we're gonna have to get going here. But wasn't Joe Helms and Derek Teeter the tag champs, or what
They
happened?
are
with
the tag
that?
team champions.
Yep.
Oh man. Because I see Joe Helms teamed with or who did he team with anybody?
No, he was in the Battle Royal, and then
He was in the Battle Royal.
He faced the Iceman. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that ought to be interesting because a lot of things. Mike's Money got a lot of people involved, and now there's a lot of repercussions to be answered. So, man, I'll tell you. Whew.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
But yeah, get answered.
Mike's gonna have to fork up a little bit more money to get his butt out of this one. So, I'll tell you that right now. But man, I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts in on since you made the trip to Sedalia. Wanted to kind of get because that's a big news. Everybody knows Derek Teeter around here. Everybody supported through his nagging injury through his knee. Took him a while. He finally got back. People were behind him, and then he does this. So it's crazy. So, but no, man. Does Big Joe Helms and Derek Teeter trust each other as a tag team? All right.
We don't know yet.
Joe Helms is a big fan favorite. Derek Teeter just took a buyout. What do you think's going to... Okay, so let's just throw a little fire...
Wait a minute.
Gasoline on an open fire. Let's see what happens.
Joe Helms has been coaxed by money once before to the dark side. Don't think you can't make it happen twice.
Hey, cookies can coax people to the dark side, okay? I like a good cookie every now and then. So
you don't know what could happen. There's a future there, but let's see if Joe Helms stays his course as the shining knight.
Yeah, the shiny silverback, and all the pointy studs and everything, the pointy spikes. The walking down to the ring, yeah. Next time I'm gonna walk down the ring with a whole bunch of brass knuckles and see if everybody, everybody's got their freaking niche and their tools. Good Lord. I just got shiny glasses. Everybody likes it. Like, hey, I got lighted glasses. Anyway, I want to go ahead and get going off of here because I am going way out the rails. So
look, I know it's a good point. I know I had a good point. Just hang on, watch.
Yeah, just hang on and watch. All right.
This is why local wrestling's still fun to watch too. There's stories in it.
There's a lot of good local wrestling to watch. So just keep that in mind when you watch a big show on TV and think, oh, everything sucks. Get out of your house and go to a local event. You'll change your mind. Okay? Trust me. So
I'm gonna head on over to Facebook though.
All right. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
He'll be in and out, not staying for the whole show.
Yeah.
Not for this one. Y'all are interviewing Big Trashy, the loser of the year.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Just because he has a terrible friend, he's a pretty good guy.
A terrible friend. I am not saying any more. Tyler,
bye, Tyler.
Thanks for hopping on, brother. We'll see you later, man. All right. So cool. So with that being said, we are at our point. So we're going to go over our upcoming shows. It's going to be less than 2 minutes. Hang in there. We're going to come back after that with our featured guest of the week, which, of course, is Big Nasty Glenn Williams. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Check out these great shows and appearances coming to a city near you. Make sure to catch the best in Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling action every week with SICW All-Star Wrestling. Don't miss out on brand new episodes every week with exclusive footage in the upcoming weeks from the events taking place at the Chase Park Plaza, the Missouri Athletic Club, and the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. Tune in every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central on YouTube at SICW Wrestling. We'll see you at the matches. Saturday, November 25th, IWA Productions returns to the IWA Event Center located at 521 Perkins Street in Mount Vernon, Illinois, as they present Survival of the Fittest. Your main event features a 5-on-5 elimination match as the boys in the Monstars square off against BYT. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a bell time of 7 p.m. Ticket prices are $12 for front row and $7 for general admission. We'll see you there. Saturday, December 2nd, Mid-States Wrestling returns to the Harrison Fairgrounds indoor building in Harrison, Arkansas. Scheduled to appear are Judy Azul, Kelsey Magnolia, the Johnny Brothers, Big Joe Helms, and many more. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a bell time of 7 p.m. Ticket prices are $22 for VIP Gold and $15 for general admission. To reserve your seats for this event, visit mswtickets.com or call 858-848-SLAM. Saturday, December 2nd, American Championship Wrestling returns to the VFW Hall in Cedar Hill, Missouri for their Christmas Show Spectacular. Your featured match of the night is match number 7 in the best of 7 series between Justin Main Event and Marvelous Mark Orton, where the winner will have a guaranteed match for the ACW Heavyweight Championship. Doors open at 5 p.m. with a bell time of 6 p.m. Front row seats are $10. All other tickets are $6. Get your tickets at the door the night of the event or get them in advance by going to acwtheshow.com. Remember, fans, without you in the seats, there is no wrestling. Make sure you make plans to attend these shows, and we'll see you at ringside.
All right. So we've got a few going on, and there's actually going to be more coming up here within the upcoming weeks in December. And, of course, a lot happening with us here. We've already got the rest of our weeks booked out for 2023, and we're looking into 2024. So, like I said, according with once again, our last show of 2023 will be on December 17th. That is our year-end show with the best of Falls Count Everywhere. That's right. Get your buttons in those seats. Exactly. So we're playing this. We're planning to have some fun things here. Probably kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's like an online holiday party. We just might invite our past guests for the year to see who shows up. You know, that could be fun too. You know?
That actually would be kind of fun.
Well, we'll just play little sleigh bells in the background and have little maybe have like some play some choir carols in the back. People are stopping by, giving us.
Oh, stop it! Now you're done. You took it too far, though, GQ. God dang!
Hey, I got a special holiday season whiskey. I'm going to break out.
Yes, I'm down with it.
They're right. It's all good. So waiting patiently in the wings, and hopefully we've got our little tech gremlins out of the way. This man has been roughly in the business for about a couple of years or so, and he is actually joined us here tonight because he is quickly becoming a trending name in SICW, that's Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling, and of course, we're inviting him on here to
that's good.
Time of the year. There you go.
And then back to this.
So sorry, with a lot of people knowing show love. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our guest of the night. That is Big Nasty Glenn Williams, everybody. And we've got audio.
Let's go.
There he is. Got the gremlins out of the way.
Fixed it. I saw it in black and white for a minute, and I was like, well, hopefully it's working.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good.
All right.
God, somebody is salty.
Yeah. He hates that I'm cooler than he is.
Yeah, because he's not so cool.
I understand. Yeah. I get it.
And I got to take your ticker down because you are actually here. So there you go.
What? No.
Still to come. More.
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 He's here.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Hey, I meant to ask you here in the beginning, but of course, there's just a lot going on the week. I'm trying to, but we're going to kind of diverse here to kind of maybe doing a little plug, and I'll go ahead and get some maybe QR codes eventually throughout the show. But hey, look what I got, buddy. Yeah. There you go.
So if anybody uses Bucked Up, any other supplements or likes their energy drinks, you can use my promo code, which is WINNER123. You'll get 20% off of everything. So go ahead, hop on over and get whatever you need. I use their pre-workouts and stuff, man. I love it.
See, that's what cool people do right there. Hook other people up.
That's right, Tyler. You don't do shit.
Wow.
I give out promo codes. Scoreboard. All right. Anyway, hey, I know I'm mostly an asshole, but Mr. Z, sorry for the loss of your family, dude.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, this one's a hard one. It came completely as a surprise to everyone. So, yeah, my wife's family is going to be feeling it this year and be with them. So I love you all for that.
Yeah, dude. Lean on us.
Yeah.
Call Tyler an asshole. It's fun. Do it. Yeah.
I like doing that one too. I do. That one is fun. I'm not going to do it now. I cuss enough.
If you're feeling down at any point, that's the drinking game. Every time one of us calls Tyler an asshole, you guys got to take a drink.
I just got water.
Well, me too, but I mean for people watching, so if you're drinking, that's the drinking game.
That's the drinking game tonight.
Tyler, you asshole. There you
Oh my! Now we gotta be somewhat nice around here.
No, I'm teasing.
I mean, I
like Tyler.
I do too.
Man, but no, it's good having you on here, man. And like I said, we're getting back to the whole bucked up thing here.
Yeah.
You know, they're pre-workouts. You know, what was it? So Woke AF.
That's the stuff I take. Yeah. They have a lot of levels to it. The actual ones that just say bucked up, that's like their lower stim ones. I think the caffeine's pretty low on that. And then like the Woke AF is pretty high stim. I like the higher stim pre's. I like that feeling. They got a new one called Mother Bucker.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's that one's pretty intense. And then they have another one that's BAMF as well. So BAMF. So
yeah.
This reminds me of Boo-Foo.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
But I like it, man. I've been taking that stuff. I mean, dude, when I started training and wrestling, I was pretty big and like out of shape. I was probably upwards of 260, 270. And so I had to have something to give me like a little edge to want to go work out more and get in there, you know, especially getting your ass kicked in the ring. So I tried tons of different stuff. I just happened to like this one and luckily fell into a brand ambassadorship. So that was sick.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's kind of a good way to go here. You know, get an ambassadorship and you're getting people, you know, money off for this. So maybe I think I just got something created. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, let's go.
That's right.
And honestly too, on like Facebook in the comments, I can drop my affiliate link too. So if you click the link, it'll take you to the website with the 20% off coupon created as well. So,
oh, cool. All I know is that I hope you got your residuals because I was looking to try. You know, like I said, I got these, and unfortunately, I'm about out. So I'm gonna have to
get more, dude.
Yeah. No, but you know what though? I did hit their big 50% off sale.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had that for Black Friday, didn't they?
Yeah. So, and we'll get into that a little bit more because I definitely got some. Well, we'll get into some fitness questions toward the end of our time here. Okay. So,
okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely get into that. And so, yeah. So speaking of this, of course, you know, working out, of course, you know, this should be really a part of everybody's life. But before you got ventured into the world of pro wrestling. You know, excuse me. I told you I was going to take a drink here, so drinks to you, man. Oh, thanks for giving my 20% off. I'm going to get a drink here real quick.
Whenever you want, dude. It's all yours. It's everybody's. Get 20% off. You know?
Are we one of those people? Like when somebody else?
Yeah, dude. We just cheers every time someone's drinking. We used to call it a social.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I had to catch up on all your name calling, so sorry. It took me a while.
That's true.
So before you ventured into the world of pro wrestling, what other interests and hobbies in the world of entertainment were you involved with, and what were they?
Sure. So when I was like in high school. Well, I mean, I guess I was playing music a lot. I still do, but when I like at my senior year, and then like a few years after that, so right around like 07, 08, 09, 2010, that time, I was in a band called The New Translation. So if you're from the St. Louis area, I opened Point Fest in 09. I was on the show that Offspring headlined, Taking Back Sunday, The Used.
Dude.
I think the Sick Puppies were on if you remember that group at all, they were on main stage. So that was cool. We got to do a ton of cool stuff, man. Like, so we were actually kind of at the forefront of streaming because we had our shit on MySpace.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, so I'm not dating myself at all or anything, but it was on MySpace. And so, I mean, we did well, dude. We had 250,000, streams at that time. And that was sick. We ended up, hey, let's go, Andy. Yeah. So, dude, if you were around at that time, it was a vibe. We had a blast. I mean, and we did, like I said, I did some cool stuff. Biggest show we got to perform on was probably, I think it was in 2008. We did the St. Louis date for the Project Revolution tour. So on our stage, it was Armor for Sleep, Atreyu, Hawthorne Heights in 10 years. And then the main stage was Filter,
Hawthorne
A Perfect
Heights,
Circle.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Main stage was, dude, and it was like a few days after the, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, I think it was a few days after their screamer died, or he played that set and then passed away a few days later. So it was right around that time period.
Oh
yeah.
damn.
They ripped, dude. They were so good and super nice. And then the main stage was Filter, A Perfect Circle, Chris Cornell, and Linkin Park. So that was like the biggest one we got to be a part of. Yeah. So, I mean, dude, it was awesome. So, I mean, so that's kind of like all of that and all of those interests and being in that group and being around that, that actually ties me into getting my start in wrestling, because at that time there was a guy who was in a band called Make Me Break Me. He's was a local. He just retired, but if you guys know who Tony Esteem is at all, he was over at Dynamo, wrestled.
Yeah, I know Tony. Yeah.
Great dude. Love him. Me and him have known each other since that time period. So he was in a band called Make Me Break Me. So we were playing shows together all the time. And at that time he was working at Pops. So I saw him all the time. He was getting me in a bunch of shows and stuff. And what is happening? Freaking me out. Do you know when you're
It's trivia too?
All right, cool. I was trying to keep a straight face, but then but you know, like you ever go to like a sporting event and they have the hat dance at the Cardinal game? I felt like that's what was happening. I was trying to know which one to look at.
I haven't been to a Cardinal game in a long time, because last time I went, I ate one of those $8 hot dogs, and we were up in the nosebleeds, and I was looking down, and I just got like quoozy. It was hot, and I threw up, and I was like, never again. I'm never going to a baseball game again. Screw it. I'm done.
Were you drinking?
No.
It's just hot?
Yeah, it's just, I don't drink when it's hot, bro.
Who eats a hot dog when it's hot out?
I was hungry, bro. Do not judge my... Nachos have been... No.
Nachos, you carb up. You get the cheese in there for a nice base layer. And then you run the risk. Of the hot dog. Or a brat. I like the brat personally.
I'm not throwing. No, like a hot dog at least tastes the same.
I think it's been enough time. Statute of limitations says you can go back, so just go back. It'll be
I don't even like baseball. My favorite player is the Rain.
That's fine. Yeah. All right.
The Rain?
Yeah, because nobody plays.
He's like, let's go.
Should be the tarp, it's just like
we're done.
Oh my god!
Doesn't make it with the rest of the crew, and they commit. They're so committed, they just pull it over. And it's like, well, that's where he lives now. 36 minutes later, they're crawling out of the other end.
So with from music to wrestling and hobbies and enjoying, I'm a fan. I'm a nerd for wrestling. That's literally all I watch. Like, people are like, oh, don't you watch TV shows? I'm like, not really. Like, I literally just watch wrestling.
Watch Raw.
No, dude. I mean, let's see, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEWs. I try to get
so
NWA in there. I try to get
so much.
OVW in there. I try to get SICW in there. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm into it. So being that, what got you into wrestling? Who were your, the ones you gravitated to? Who
Sure.
kind of like, who was the guy for you? Or like for me, like I was a tag team guy. So Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard all the way. Great,
Yeah.
Who was your people?
Okay, so I didn't know what wrestling even was until the 90s. So I am 100% an attitude baby. The first memory I have, so I used to go stay the night at my grandparents' house a lot, and we'd always go to the VHS stores where you can rent tapes and stuff and DVDs or whatever. So I would just like wander off into different sections, and I found like a wrestling tape, and it looked cool because Razor Ramon I think was on it. It was King of the Ring '93. I watched that and I was hooked from that moment. I loved it. And so I kind of watched it. And then the Attitude Era, like when WCW, when they had the whole Monday Night Wars, that was, I lived for that. But my absolute top of the mountain guy was and forever always will be Stone Cold. Everything. I believed everything those guys did so much. I really thought Undertaker was the devil. Like I remember like when they did the whole angle where Stone Cold hunts down and actually like captures Vince McMahon and gets him in the ring and put the gun to it. I really thought he was going to kill him on live TV. Like I was sold. I was like,
and then he pisses himself.
Yeah, dude, just pees his pants. I was like, oh my god, thank God. Yeah,
Bang! Oh no, it's 316.
Yeah. And obviously, there was just so. I think the coolest thing about that time period too is that like even guys that would be considered mid-carders, everybody was so just over. Everybody had crushed it on merch, like, and so almost every second of all the shows, you were just like you were locked in on. And then I remember having to change the channels to go between like, all right, Nitro starting, and then you're like, all right, now Raw's going to start, and then you'd have to flip back and forth to see like what you were even going to watch. I couldn't do it, dude. I had ADD so bad. I know I did it. So
that's probably why I do.
I wouldn't even be able to like keep up with both TVs. So I would just have to pick, and I was just I love a good chunk of WCW, but man, Triple H, Mick Foley. I thought X-Pac was the coolest guy ever. Love The Rock, obviously. You know what I mean? Like just all those guys. I was such a big fan.
1, 2, 3 Kid's way better. Just saying.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
when he wasn't
iteration of him,
when he wasn't a tool bag, he was actually cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought he came out and debuted on Raw again with DX. I mean, it was such a cool time. You didn't know who was going to show up where, So that was still kind of in the early stages of like them starting to kind of flip flop. So it was just, I don't know. I loved that whole time period so much, But Stone Cold, to answer your question, was my guy. I love, dude. Well, the thing is like my dad never really cared for wrestling. Like he always asked me why I liked it. He didn't get it, but he still took me. He took me to a Nitro, and I completely forgot. I loved Nitro. Don't get me wrong, but I went to the Nitro in St. Louis, and all I could really remember from it was Ric Flair cut a promo on Eric Bischoff and chased him out of the arena. And so not too long ago, me and my son were watching. I was like, dude, we should watch this Nitro that I went to. And I didn't even remember the card at all, but got to see Finley. And then there was Eddie versus Ray, like just casually on a Monday, Goldberg versus Scott Hall. So it was I had forgotten that I even saw that stuff,
That kind of pisses me off. My first wrestling event was Raw, and I had to watch Donald Trump versus Rosie O'Donnell, the freaking spoof thing in St. Louis. I'm like, this is what? God dang it!
Yeah, Yeah, that's not good. You picked a bad one.
I didn't. They were like stuck overseas
okay,
or something like this. There was something that happened, or that like a bunch of wrestlers couldn't be there, and that's one of the reasons that got written, supposedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Wow.
Allegedly, the internet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah. So I mean, obviously, you get older, you get. I mean, it's kind of weird because I've been noticing that there's people that have, when you get a little bit later in their lifespan. Not saying, because I know you started early with music and everything. And once you were done, then you started your venture with wrestling. So how did that start for you? Like, how did as far as when you got your initial training, at the Ace Academy. So how long were you involved with that? And then tell us about the first match that Glenn Williams had and what you remember about it. And then after that, after you tell us about that, what key factors do you take away from the academy that you apply to your matches today? Like, what's the best thing you remembered about your training that you still remember today?
Yeah. So first question, as far as me starting later, I never really chose to walk away from music. Just to be very honest and transparent, that all kind of came to a halt because I had made some poor choices. I actually became a heroin addict and was that for like 7 years. I was homeless in St. Louis. I got shot in my shoulder, being in the wrong place for the wrong reasons. And so it wasn't so around like 2011, band dismembers, and I went through that time period. I mean, my parents ended up like moving away about 2,000 miles away, and so my dad had a concrete company, and when the housing market and all that shit happened in '08, he was like, yo, dude, I think we're gonna bounce. So they left around 2010. I was trying to go after some music dreams and aspirations, and I stayed. So then when I kind of fell into that deal, they were gone. I didn't really have much to lean on, so it was a tough time. Then like year or two after they moved out there, my dad passed away in a freak accident, and so I was just dealing with a whole lot. So skip forward to like 2016, after a lot of crazy self-reflecting and self-work and busting my ass, I got away from all of that, thankfully, and have been clean since 2016. So that's cool. Yeah, hell yeah, let's go. I know a lot of people that didn't get out of there. I've had a lot of people, including my cousin, who I considered a brother. He fell, victim to that stuff too. So I keep that as like a really driving force for me to do some of the things that I do. Because I remember, how shitty that felt. But I got through that. 2016, 2017 rolls around, and I honestly, dude, like when you kind of do that for so long, and then you come out of it, you really don't know who the hell you are at that point. Like, like these things you used to do, so like music was a thing for me. So I was always playing guitar and playing shows and writing some music and recording some music and stuff. And I just kind of was like doing that. And then I had attempted with a couple of guys, I guess it was around 2019, to do like a podcast type deal. And I got Tony on the podcast. I didn't even know he was a wrestler. That just randomly, like, we came across that. So I was like, dude, just come on the podcast. So we did an interview with him and stuff. And then he was like, dude, you should just wrestle. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, do train. There's places to train around. I was like, bro, I didn't even know that shit existed. Like, I knew that there was WWE. And honestly, bro, that's part of the reason why I love wrestling so much. In those terrible times, at a certain point in my life, I worked at Chili's. And my manager at Chili's had the network. So I got his sign in. So I always remembered it. So I was just always on the WWE network. Like, homeless, had nothing to do, just kill time by watching, the pay-per-views. I mean, moments like that, like, gave me, some, like, an escape, gave me hope. Like, and dude, bought all the way in on it. I love it. loved it, still nerd out over it. I mean, I love it. So Tony's like, start training. And so I actually started it at Dynamo for a little while when Davey Richards was there. And it just wasn't, it really wasn't what I was looking for. Like, I liked everybody that was there and got a lot of great help from people like Ricky Cruz helped me out a lot. Ricky Rodriguez helped me out a ton. Tony helped me out a ton. But then I doing some research, found the Ace Academy. So I hopped over there. And funny tidbit, I'm the one that randomly got Joe Vanetti to start training. So I brought him in, and then he thought it'd be a sweet idea to just break off and go be best friends with Brandon and leave me behind. And now we're at where we're at today. So me and Joe have had some heat for a while now. The fact that I've had to, have my ribs almost broken 30 times now doesn't help things. So I trained at Ace for a little over a year, I want to say. I was in there. I would shout out to Frankie D. He was there. He was like my first trainer there. God, dude, he's amazing. And then Sean. So, I mean, and Texan's there too. Texan's one of the trainers. So, I mean, you get a lot from these guys that have 20 plus years experience in the business, and they're not, any slouches. They're very safe, really great workers. They know what they're doing. They understand this business, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to train the future and leave this business better than they found it. And in a time like, today, where there's, I feel like we've kind of gotten to this new wave of wrestling where it's not sticking to the formula that once was. And oh, get out of here, Brandon. Nobody likes you guys anyways.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. You guys had to name yourself after a movie from the 80s. You're not cool.
Well, actually, they came back finally,
Yeah. Oh, imagine that they're trying to catch a reboot wave. See, everybody's got all these things they attach themselves to. I don't have to do shit. I'm just awesome. By myself. You know what I mean? Like, I just come out. I don't need like a cool thing to wear when I come out. I just walk out and hit people in the face and run my mouth. It works great. I don't need cool little thing that they do or whatever. I don't need all that. But no, so I mean, the cool thing is I met Sean there, and then Bob Orton's there like all the time at every training. So I mean, I had Bob get in. Like, if you get Bob riled up enough, he's gonna slide in there and show you how to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell he wants to get in there all night and just do it, And he gave me a shoulder tackle one time, so I was like, "No fucking way, get shoulder tackle by Bob Orton." You try to not nerd out in front of him, But I mean, I just learned a really, really great foundation, really great basics, and I learned a lot of great psychology. And I mean, I learned everything I know and owe everything, that I do today to the Ace Academy. It's without that, I'm not even in SICW. I'm not probably even wrestling anymore. Cause I was frustrated. It was tough, when you're not, when things aren't going the way you think they're going to in the beginning in your head, it's easy to just quit. You're like, screw it. I'll just do something else. And I'm glad that I didn't do that. I'm glad that I stuck with it. I'm glad that I'm, doing. And then my first match was Curtis Wilde. It was on a TV taping.
Nice.
And I remember I wasn't nervous. I was just like, I just didn't want to suck. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, dude, don't go out there and just completely be terrible, So, and I mean, obviously everybody that starts out is not great, but I just did, I just wanted to have like a good match. So luckily I didn't have a whole lot of, I wasn't in there long, But I learned some stuff. You know, I don't think I got a lick of offense in. I think I maybe like punched him once, and that was about it. Went to hit him. I think I hit him twice. Went to hit him a third time, and then he gave me his finishing move. So I got taken to the wild side, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And then also, I remember you had done some vignettes of how you were lariat training and how you were going to hit the Texan. Yeah, you and I could both attest or at least agree that it doesn't feel too good.
No, I imagine taking Texan's lariat is equivalent to just getting run over by a car going 25 miles an hour. It sucks. Yeah, it's like somebody throws an entire bag of heavy rocks at your neck, chest, and face. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. I did wrestle him a couple weeks ago. I did get a shot for the Classic Championship, but he pulled it out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting. Man, I took it across the jaw. Oof.
Yeah, it's like a magic trick, but one that sucks. When he says, because they'll say "ta-da," and then you wake up. Because when I got hit with the first one, I woke up and it was like 4 days later. So he sent me into like a mini coma, and I had to wear an embarrassing neck brace and have gauze around my head. Yeah, I am almost certain I was concussed, but
oh my god,
I toughed it out. Yeah. Well, and I mean, and like I said, in that match, I'm pretty sure he was sweating so heavily that I slipped in a puddle of his sweat, and that's why I got caught. But we'll have to see. Maybe me and him can run it back. I think he'd probably not want to put his title on the line because he knows I'd win.
Yeah, no.
But Lariat versus Lariat 2, dude, Electric Boogaloo. I've been trying to make this happen for months. They're dodging me.
Big word. God dang it.
But
don't worry, my window open like just keep going. The computer's doing crazy stuff.
Oh no, I thought yeah, no, I know.
So you mentioned a bunch of the names when you're like in Ace Academy, Dynamo Pro, and all this stuff, and all these people that got experience to mold you and give you some advice, whatnot. Name some of the guys that like stuck out to you the most, like some of the advice that some of the guys gave you going forward to now. What's been like one of the key points that's stayed with you this whole time?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is hearing, like, even if you like, in the beginning you just go so fast, and then you're like, man, why am I so gassed out? Why am I getting so tired after 2 minutes? And you're just like, in the beginning, you're just so frantic, and you're always trying to, like, you're just constantly thinking, so you're wearing yourself out. And I've kind of gotten into that now where I can kind of just go with the flow of things. And so hearing, like, keep it simple and slowing down. Sean always says perfection over speed, like, you got to look good in there, dude. I mean, because if you're going too fast, you got to give these people something and some time to, like, digest what's going on in there, dude, or how are they ever going to get behind it? You know what I mean? I've just been given so much. I don't know. I'm trying to not pull the curtain back too much with some of the stuff that I have.
That's fair. That's fair.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I can tell you guys like Superstar Steve Fender and even Attila, have really helped me a ton recently. We all kind of are cut from the same cloth as far as how we behave when we're in there. So getting a lot of good advice from guys like that, even Stephen E, so. And having Sean as my partner is like, dude.
Oh yeah.
I lucked out so much, like, that he approached me because, man, anytime I have an idea, I get to bounce it off of him, and I like to pride myself on the fact that I feel like he's having a breath of fresh air, which is making him perform at a level that maybe he hasn't in some years. Like, so we are having a blast together. I mean,
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, like, and that's the thing is like, that's what I was saying. When you get in there and you're new, like you're trying so hard because you don't want to suck. You want to get, you want to give the people something that they can remember and get it behind and remember you one way or the other, right? Like, and to me, anytime I ever competed in anything, I was going to do whatever it took to win. So all this nonsense about, me being a loser, they're just mad because I've been in the semi and main event picture for the last 6, 7. What was he trying to say? Top Guns, he can't beat us. I've got a win over you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, Tyler has another good one here, and I know you and Tyler go back and forth and
sure,
and go at each other, but he asked this:
And the
who
funny
has
thing
been
is,
your?
I think Brandon was actually responding to that question because
It's not.
Brandon Beretta thinks that the Top Guns have been his toughest opponent.
Of course he would. Of course he would. I don't know how he fits his head through the ropes when they come out. Yeah, humble Beretta.
It's a great target.
Oh, scared of us. I'm his toughest opponent. No, you're not. No, you're not.
So who is your toughest opponent so far?
I don't know. It might be the Top Guns. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like a tougher one that I've had. I mean, me and Brandon did a singles match and beat the absolute shit out of each other. So if we're talking singles, Superstar Steve made me almost throw up in the ring. So that by far, yeah, I mean, dude, between him and Bobby D, giving me, I like to call them hand turkeys, because you remember when you make hand turkeys in school, you do the outline, when you get chopped so much that it looks like you're in 5th grade and got finger paint underneath that, hand turkeys. Yeah, I faced Bobby D, and he gave me about 15 to 20 of them, just teed off on me. Like, you'd act like he's mad or something, like we took 2 chairs and hit him in the face with them or something, but so it would probably be that. I would say if we're going tag team, it's by far the Top Guns. I give them a lot of shit, but they both grind. I met them at the Ace Academy. They work their butts off in and out of the ring. Brandon might be the only one from that school, the only other one that hits the gym harder than I do. Yeah, I mean, we're never gonna. I'll never let this die, no matter if I'm on top or they're on top. We will forever beef. We're gonna be 70, and I'm gonna find and track them down, and I'm gonna continue our feud and rivalry. It's just how it's gonna go until I hear both their dirty little mouths admit that I am better than them. This will go forever.
I can picture them like at a rest home.
Oh yeah,
get back here!
They're gonna get an apartment together, and they'll have bunk beds at 65 and 70. I'm gonna find them. We'll run the senior circuit at that point. I don't give a shit. It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, forever and always, dude. They will be. Yeah. But no, so as tag team, those two are definitely the toughest. And then, like I said, singles would be like Bobby D, Steve Fender. I mean, they're brutal.
Well, those Bobby D and Superstar Steve Fender, of course, those are technicians galore inside the ring.
Yeah, which sucks for a guy like me because like I know like I'm decent as far as, some chain wrestling and some holds and stuff, but my bread and butter is kicks and punches, baby. I'm a brawler, which Stone Cold. So like young stunning Steve. Now that dude, he could go and do all kinds of stuff.
That's my favorite of Stone Cold.
I love it. But here's the deal, dude. So I had to be right. So when you're doing all this, and I started at the age that I started, I'm like, all right, man, look, like there's 1,000 people that are currently in better shape than I am, and will probably have these body types that I'll never have, right? Like absolutely no body fat, 180 to 200, and can do like 17 flips and do all this crazy athletic stuff, right? But what they can't do is they can't get in front of a camera, and they can't get a microphone in their hand, and they can't get people to invest in what they're doing by their words, which is what I can do. That is my strength above everything else. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got to find a style that fits me best, that I can, that's big and impactful, that I can throw these strikes and throw these, few moves in, these big moves that I do. And it allows me to work at when you're in the ring with me, you're going to have to work at my pace. we're not running around for, 15 minutes. You're going to get in there and you're going to go at my pace. So,
right.
All these guys, and I've had to learn that the hard way, by facing guys like Steve and facing guys that I tried to work up to them. And now it's not the case. Sometimes I get caught, I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, but man, I'm this good already. Imagine how good I'm going to be in a couple of years, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, all you can do is build. And like you said, for the first type of wrestler you described with all the flips and all that, there are a place for them. It's called a 3-ring circus in Mexico. So no one cares if you're doing that.
There's people, and there's just I'm not hating on it. I mean, there's a time and a place for it. I think we're now at this time where there's a lot of different flavors. You know what I mean? Like for years, territories and all that stuff, it was all kind of the same, like if people got on the top rope and they lose their mind over it the first time, you know what I mean? And now it's like, we're so desensitized to tables, ladders, and chairs, and, all these crazy gimmick matches and all this stuff. It's like, you got all these guys that can do all these things. But again, like what the risk of you getting hurt at doing that, man, that sucks. Cause now there's 1,000 other guys that can do the flips and stuff too. So like, I'm trying to do something that's going to make me stick out and work a style that allows me to stick out a little more and be different and be not kind of what you always see if you flip the TV on, or if I want to have my own thing. I want to have something that kind of leaves you remembering what I'm doing, not what, you see anywhere you go.
Right. It almost segues into my question here, what we're talking about here. But if I had to compare the styles that I see, like my style with old school, if I had to compare liquor-wise, whiskey. What I see is sort of flipping the flips and cheap pops, White Claw. So there you go.
Hey, well, call me Jameson, baby, because I'm not flipping anything.
There you go. JD, baby, all the way. JD, all the way. Gentleman Jack for me. So
there's so many better whiskeys out there.
Hey, look, dude.
No. I mean, there's a ton of whiskey out there, but I just can't drink it. I just can't drink them all. You know? I mean, unless you pay me for it, then we'll talk. But otherwise,
my favorite's Knob Creek. So if we're gonna throw them out there, there you go.
Knob Creek is it. I mean, it's good. It's good. But I'm telling you right now, actually, me and Texan were talking whiskey some while back, and there's actually a triple distilled Jack out there that I'm trying to get my hands on, and I'm just looking for. I'm trying to get something for the holiday party, and that's why I'm just trying to get something for that. If I get something for that, then I will be happy. But that's just me. But going back to here, as I was getting stupid again, so we're comparing styles. We're as far as like what we like to see or what makes sense, whatever. So if there's anything that you could change about today's wrestling promotions on the mainstream, AEW, WWE, whatever, if they could anything that you could change, what would it be and why?
Oh man. I don't know if what I would change is necessarily what's being presented. I think what I would like to change, because when you're talking about wrestling, there's what you see, like you got the presentation, you got your wrestlers, you got the companies and everything, but the collective, the common denominator for every wrestling show is the fans. Okay. And what I see now is this weird tribalism and this weird hating going on that like you're not allowed to like more than one company. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's this crazy like I like AEW, so I hate WWE, and if you watch WWE, you're stupid. You know what I mean? Like I mean, and I'm coming from the time where the Monday Night Wars was a thing. So like, you know, and I liked both of them. I think it's cool that you can like another wrestler from another show. I think you can perfectly sit down and watch 4 and 5 different companies, 6 companies, and you know these independent company like, and there's this weird like negativity and hate that goes on over what people like and what people don't like, and I would change that attitude and just get back, because people are so wrapped up in wanting to know like spoilers and stuff. It's like, yeah, but dude, if you're watching like a TV series, like, you know, imagine watching Breaking Bad all the way to the last episode and somebody tells you how it ends before you get to see it. It would suck, right? Like, why is it such a thing that everybody's got to know what's going on? It's that, like, just enjoy it. Just sit down and just take it in, dude. Just enjoy it. You don't have to know like that's what ruins the surprises. That's what, you know, like everybody wants to be in on the secrets and stuff. It's like, man, just let it happen. Be a fan, you know? So that's what I would change the most. I kind of like what's happening now. We'll see if NWA is going to get that TV deal or not, like they were saying. I like, yeah. So
Nah.
bad call on that, huh?
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you're talking about the CW, that's gone, bro. That is gone because
right now
because they went with NXT. So
yeah,
that ship
NXT's
is
there.
So I mean, but still, like you've got all these things happening, and I feel like it's getting to that point where wrestling as a whole is about to be. I mean, as far as breaking records go and making more money, that's happening right now. But I feel like it's about to pass maybe what you know, the mainstream popularity of it that it was maybe in the Attitude Era. You had The Rock, Stone Cold. It was just like Goldberg, NWO, like DX. Everybody, it was so across the board, and now I feel like it's just completely being accepted and being mainstream. So there's just going to be a bunch of different options and a bunch of different places for a guy like me to end up, hopefully. And we'll see. I don't know. I pretty much like a lot of the stuff that's being put out. I don't know that I mean, maybe my gripe with something like AEW would be I feel like a lot of those guys, and even on some other stuff, maybe move a little too fast. Like, don't let stuff kind of sit in and sink in. But I think a lot of that stuff's going to come with time for people. Like, there's still new companies. They're figuring it out. So, like, who am I to say anything? They're over there doing shows for 80,000 people. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know. Saturday night, Full Gear was pretty lit.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, right. And again, it's like if you're going to sit there and scrutinize it, I mean, there's a lot of people doing, you know, content now, so they're going to give their opinions, and you got a lot of, you know, there's just a lot of different people in different age groups now that watch wrestling. So like, you know, you're going to get, oh, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? It's not like it was when they watched it. And then you're going to get guys like that like it all. And then you're going to get people, like I said, that are just like die hard on one thing. And there's people that still just would rather watch territory footage. And that's cool. Like, wrestling is wrestling, dude. It's an escape. It's what it's there for. It's for you to get involved and get invested in however you see fit. You know what I mean? Like,
I will have to say, like, Ruby and I have had this argument before. Neither one of us are deathmatch fans, right? And
dude,
last
it's tough
night,
to watch.
last night, I have to say, Saturday night, Full Gear, Adam Page and Swerve Strickland did one hell of a match, dude. I was so invested in that match. And like I said, I'm not a fan of that style. Like, I like a good blood every once in a while. But the investment that I had in that match, the emotion, the storytelling, if AEW continues with that, it's going to be beautiful stuff for them. WWE is still doing the best. Actually,
and so
TNA.
Well, so for me, I've got a pretty busy schedule, so I don't have a ton of time. Like and I've got Peacock, so that's like that makes it really easy to just catch, find stuff to watch as far as like tape study goes, or to keep up with what they're doing, right? And I don't even pay for live TV, so I'm just like catching the shows replays on Hulu. So I'm not even seeing any shows live right now, which is another testament to how new like things are going to be seen. Like, there's so many shows now that, like, even on the independent level, you can have a YouTube show and pop off. I mean, especially NWA Power, they were at least about to have a deal, right? Like,
OVW's killing it right now.
That's what I'm saying, dude. There's tons of play. I mean, if you look at even stuff in Chicago, AAW, they've got content that's getting, they've got 30 to 60,000 followers. Deadlock Pro in Cleveland, they've got 60,000, followers.
SICW on Roku. Like,
that's right.
You're finding your avenues.
Even with us,
finding your avenues.
Right. Everybody. Well, I mean, we've got over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So YouTube's growing and everything's scaled up. You're welcome, Herb Simmons, because that happened after I came along. But like, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying my numbers don't lie. When I say I'm the most viral guy, that's not a lie. I'm being serious. Like, I have the metrics to prove it just on Facebook alone. I've had an issue with a few of my other pages on my socials that I'm gonna, I think, have to just kind of scrap and do a new page altogether, because I started with, like, I didn't realize this would be a thing, man. But when you start with like some music, Herb gets it. I love it, dude. I like it. When we get along, it's good. You know what I mean? But some of that other stuff, as far as the algorithms go and stuff, I started with some other content with music and stuff, and then started throwing wrestling into it. So I got kind of it's confused. It kind of just plateaus you. So I think I'm going to have to split those up. I've been sitting on music to release and stuff anyway. So I think that's my goal for 2024, is to really hammer the internet space even harder. I mean, I'm getting paid from Facebook in my reels already. So it's only going up from here. So, and it's all from the stuff that I'm putting every day when I post. It's about SICW and what I'm doing. So, but in that same vein, 2024 is going to be a big year for me, and I've kept my eye on a lot of places where I know a lot of guys are at, and some of those places were what you were recapping with Tyler. So don't be surprised to see me make my way onto the scene of some of these other places and demand the respect that I deserve.
I love
from
it.
all of them. From all of them. Come on, let's go. I'm ready to run through a brick wall, Ruby. Let's go.
Love it.
Yeah, before we get on to our next fight, I said, now you can thank me.
Thank you, Herb. Thank you. Hey, look, I got to give Herb credit, because, to be fair, he gave me some strong suggestions on what he wanted me to do in the beginning. And I was like, look, man, let me just try this out. And if I shit the bed, then we'll do, we can talk about maybe what I could do. And he was like, okay. And so he's not afraid to get on the microphone and keep me in place when I'm on a line. And, so it's been cool. We've had a lot of fun, and I've gotten to experience a lot of cool stuff this past year and year and a half because of SICW and Herb Simmons. So I owe him everything.
There you go.
Respect, acknowledging respect.
Yeah, they go mad respect. Oh, so right now, let me go ahead and take this caption down here. Like I say, keep coming here with your questions whenever you can. But right now,
sure.
I don't know if I'd let you in on this, and I don't know if you regularly know this here, but guys, we come to our time of the night when we are going to take some basic photos that have been captioned, and we're going to be having a little bit of fun here. That's right, guys. Oh, no. It is that time. That's right. It's Wrestling's Gold Memes, everybody. And we haven't had a sponsor since Haterade yet, so I mean, we're just going to keep it on it. Hey, brought to you by Bucked Up Energy. How about that?
Hey, you know what? Do that and just put my code on there.
There you go. We're going to put that back up. Yeah, brought to you by Bucked Up. Code winner 123. Hey, no shame in your game. You want to save some money? Big Nasty's got you covered. Put in code winner123. And I tell you, I don't want to mess up your feed, but if you ever got that to me through the messenger, I'll find a way to kind of get that code in there somehow. So
Cool.
I don't know.
I'll do it after this. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we'll do it afterwards. Yeah, there you go. We don't want to mess up a good thing, right? So
no. Now, are these memes just in general, or are they going to make fun of me?
No, they're not going to make. No, we're not going to make fun of you yet. But well, here we go with our first one here. 7-year-old me and my best friend when mom says we could have a sleepover.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Hogan the Warrior.
I like that.
That's a Saturday Night's Main Event pose right there. With I think this was right before the big epic showdown at WrestleMania 6. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this was kind of funny here. I got that excited. I got that excited when I was that young, having sleepovers and all that too, and always hanging out with friends. The back in the days where you didn't rely on the internet, it was all phones, and when the coolest thing to have was touch tone instead of rotary. So that's how
Dude, do you guys remember the Verizon ringback tones?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
dude.
Unfortunately.
Oh my God, I would right now make Hogan's my Real American is my ringback tone just because of this photo. Yeah.
God.
I knocked a friend out in a pillow fight at a sleepover once in the 6th grade. Yeah, true story.
What was in the pillow besides cotton?
Well, no. So he had 2 of them. So he was swinging like this, and I was smart. I turned mine like a shield. So when I uppercutted him, my knuckles actually caught him. So I put him right to sleep. I was like, "You okay?" All right. Well, let's not tell your mom I did that.
Glenn's not playing nice no more. He can't come over. So. Oh. What about our next one here? Oh, yeah. Shawn Michaels now look like Old Man Marley from Home Alone.
God, that's good.
Oh, that was great.
I don't even know which one's which right now.
They both have coats on. That's the funny thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I know. It's too bad Sean had to lose his hair, and he cut his hair, and but I know we all age at some point, but
yeah.
But
I mean, I lost my hair, so
yeah.
Ruby doesn't have any either.
I wasn't a heartbreak kid though.
Yeah, I know. Right now, she'd just be HBK because he's too old to be a kid. But that's just saying. Yeah. What about our next one here? Oh yeah. The Pokemon Evolution of a Wrestler.
Still one of my favorite memes.
Oh, that's so good.
Like it starts out with Gilbert. They go in the
Ryback. It's like if you take the mushroom and the super mushroom in Mario. It's crazy.
Ryback's doing TikTok battles now since he can't get booked at a company.
Yeah. Well, he's saying it's because he's not cleared, but we all know why.
Are you talking physically or mentally here?
Well, he says I don't know.
He's popping up on my TikTok. I'm like, no, man, I don't want to listen to this guy. I've been deleted by him so many times. It's not funny. Blocked.
Too bad you can't message on TikTok so he can block you there too. So.
I can. I just haven't done it yet. I'm trying to avoid him.
We're like, I know you changed platforms. You still suck. Thank you. The end. Oh my god!
The only one I like out of this whole group is Gilbert. It's a terrible evolution line.
That's it. Herb Simmons, get Gilbert for the Fan Fest.
Oh no!
Dude, Gilbert was bomb.
I need it. Put him in the Battle Royal.
Oh my gosh! You think he'd actually get a win?
I don't know. Honestly, just put him. Just do a whole thing where him and Godfather come out. I got to see that.
I'm just waiting for a hoe train. That's all I'm waiting for. So
oh, dude,
it's a hoe train.
Are we allowed to do that?
I don't know. I mean, you could drive down about 15 miles south on 55, pick up plenty
That's
of
true.
Jeffco. So I mean,
that's true.
Oh wait, you got to have class. So
Well,
oh, I'm gonna.
I'm
gonna get hit.
Was Team Rocket Dominic Mysterio? Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Oh my gosh! Let's see.
What's your next one?
Oh yeah, I got a couple more. I think here. Yeah. Well, you win $5 on a $2 scratch ticket.
Yes.
More than double your money, dude. It's a big deal.
Let's see you spend it again
on another ticket.
Yeah. You win your $2, then you go get a $5 ticket, and then you lose. So I mean,
yeah, that's how they get you.
Oh dang it! Never mind.
What? Did you?
I just remembered that I bought an action figure that I wanted to show you, but it's upstairs, so it's gonna have to wait till next week probably.
I don't know. I mean, unless you can, put your avatar for about a few minutes. I don't know.
All right, guys, it's a new segment called "We'll Time You."
No, let's finish this one.
I'm just joking.
We'll time you.
He's just out of breath.
Here
it is.
And we got our last one here is my parents wondering why the water bill is so high. Me in the shower.
Yes. Every kid's done this. Triple H was my dude, so like.
I can still do this and do it very well. If you turn his music on, I look just like him when I do
just like you, just like
him. Yeah, dude, same body type, the whole deal.
What's up, Austin?
Dad comes in 20 minutes later. Why is there water on the ceiling?
What are you doing in here?
Oh, dude. Oh, but that's our memes for this week. Here we'll have many more for next week, even with our Survivor Series War Game special that we'll have next week. So, oh my god, I always like having fun.
See what meme I'm sending it. That was amazing.
I know it's Skylar, you tool. I'm glad you're cracking up. That's my
so go to back, tagging Zap back in for our next one, man.
Yes. What would you say would be one of the greatest feuds or storylines that you've been involved with thus far in your career?
Oh man, that's easy. It's everything that we did with Sean and Bobby this past summer was next level.
Yeah.
Oh, it was insane. I mean, from yeah. Well, whatever, man. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. That's the name of the game, baby. We don't live by some fake moral code around here. You know what I mean? We do what we gotta do. It's some of the best people have done that. So Sean is what I like to consider the George Clooney of SICW. And him getting the title, and then us just completely dominating all summer long. We had the summer of Sean Vincent at SICW this year, and then then Bobby had to go and get 200 of his favorite toilet babies to help him, beat Sean in a cage. Still wondering why none of those kids got grounded by their parents for throwing drinks at me and cussing at me. It's kind of weird.
It's Belleville.
Yeah, well, that checks out. Yeah. That checks out. Yeah. It's like a living, breathing dumpster fire, isn't it? Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, and then him getting the crowd to believe that he was going to retire, and then obviously later that night we come out, pow!
I'm not gonna lie.
In the face with some chairs. It was great, wasn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. I think that whole thing made me kind of a Sean Vincent fan. Like, I think he's finally won me over.
Yeah. Dude, like I said, me and Sean have helped each other. And it's crazy how him and I are on the same wavelength, like always. So when we're in, like, for real, dude, when we're in the ring, we laugh about it sometimes because we'll do the same thing and we'll just be like, oh, that was awesome. Like, because I mean, a lot of the stuff that we do and have fun with, it's all right there in the moment. And that's why I love being partnered with him. And so I think what I'm looking forward to most, though, is him and I putting these last couple of losses behind him, and me and him and I getting focused as a tag team and going and getting some tag gold at SICW this year. That's my goal. That's our goal. We're going to go put some respect on this tag division again and make the tag team division viral for once and go get some tag titles.
There we go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah. And I guess we never really got the question of why the cup was absent, where the cup was. It was just.
Well, we put it up. I was like, dude, we should sell this on Facebook Marketplace. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, it's. And he was like, that's a good idea, bro. We had 3 million hits on that listing. Yeah, like, ridiculous. And so we're like, we can't sell it because then, like, there's a paper trail and we could go to jail. Which, by the way, I think I'm the only one with me and Sean that can say that we've got a photo of us getting yelled at by Bruiser Brody's wife to give the cup back. So that's cool. I'll keep that with me forever. But the cup was just being kept safely between him and I. We had joint custody. I got it every other weekend. I used it mostly as a crunk cup. I drank a lot of liquids out of that. Like, you can fit a lot of water in there. I made a bunch of Kool-Aid and stuff.
There's rumors that there's a picture of you and Sean sipping a strawberry daiquiri out of it with 2 straws. So.
Yeah, we Lady in the Tramped it for sure. It was awesome. So we did that, yeah. And we were approached to do some OnlyFans content, and we declined. We're like, no, not with the dog. Like, we don't want to be distasteful. So I'm kidding. No, but but yeah,
Give me
so
some
we had it for a while. But what it was like, it's distracting. The fans want to try to take it out of your hands because they want to feel what it feels like to be awesome because they're not. So we were like, look, dude, let's just leave it. That way we know it's for sure safe and nobody can take it from us because Sean, rightfully won that at the Battle Royal. He threw Bobby over the top rope. So that was Sean's. Yeah, he threw him over, dude, and we celebrated. It was a whole thing. So, but, now we're here and we got screwed out of the cup too. So,
well, yeah, I mean, you got 2 weeks ago, you guys had a winner take all,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I things went down the way they went down, and Bobby's got everything now. So,
yeah, that Danny boy, huh? Random that he would just happen to show up on the night that was all going down. That wasn't planned or anything, was it? Yeah, no. I'm being sarcastic. That was obviously a plan by Herb Simmons to screw us over. So, I don't know. Maybe Sean will get another shot at that. We'll see. We'll have to see. We don't get back at it until January, so we have some time to kind of reflect and sit and see kind of the direction we're going to go. But me personally, I would like to just, go get some tag team titles.
Oh, my gosh. And apparently Tyler is like, how does it feel to lose like always? So.
Well.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Tyler's saying that, but I was in the Coruscant Ballroom of the Chase Park Plaza recently, so I think I'm a winner. I think I'm a winner. Even if I lose, I win because I'm better than you. So there's that. There's the fact that I'm awesome. So.
Wow. Well. there's one more. So it's going to lead here to me and make sure I've got this ready here. That's right. I'm going to open this. Yeah, because there's. Did I? Yeah, okay. I already closed that one out. So, oh, wait, no. Okay. Sorry. I'm just. There. I forgot how to do what I was going to do here. Okay. So, you were talking about Facebook Reels earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, we happened to get a recent one of yours.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna play it and then we'll discuss it. How's that?
Oh, I think I know this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Nasty here.
Yeah.
Just been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of reflecting over the last year and just all the things I got to do with SICW. And I had a thought pop into my brain, and it was, if you're a fan and you bring a replica title to a show, you should have to defend that title. So let this be a warning to everybody that goes to the SICW shows and thinks that they're going to come out here and start running their mouth at me like you did last year. You have a title around your shoulder, around your waist? I'm taking it. Everybody wants their back.
Yeah. Yeah. You like that?
That's really nice.
Yeah, thanks,
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just, at this point, and here's the deal. I was kind of vague about it, but if you have a title, I'm going to start challenging people to staring contests. We may play rock, paper, scissors. However, we may flip a coin. I may just take it. But you're going to defend your title against me if I feel like it. I don't care if we have to arm wrestle. I don't care if it's a hot dog eating contest. I don't care. I don't care. You're going to defend those titles.
So you're the connoisseur of the wiener and you're the best at it? Or, I mean, you say a hot dog eating contest. I mean,
okay, let me chicken wing. Is that better?
Well, I mean,
make a tit joke now.
Hey, I mean, whatever meets your choice, buddy. I mean,
they call them glizzies now anyway.
2023. I could be whatever. That's why I identify as a winner.
There it is.
I identify as a winner.
Oh my God! So that's fun.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna challenge everybody. I want all the titles. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, that's only if they're bringing replica titles to a show. I mean, like I said, UCF got 2 here. I
don't gotta take mine anywhere anymore.
Don't bring them.
Technically, I did back the IC title back, and I wasn't on the card that night. But I mean, I had Tito sign that IC title, which I do have. So
that's awesome.
I just need one more DiBiase to sign this. That'd be sick.
Junior?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, I just, it's kind of funny. I saw him like, oh my God, he's freaking targeting. You're targeting your audience now. It's like, I don't. Is it only to the? Are you only going to challenge the people that are talking trash at you, or
Honestly, dude, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm a loose cannon sometimes.
I'm just waiting for an intermission. I'm waiting for you to lurk in the back at intermission to see who's got I'm just picturing you's going to lurk in the back at intermission, like in the back of the crowd, and look and see who's got title belts. And he's like
1,000,000%. Yeah. I've got somebody just posted up at the front door when they're walking in. They're like, all right, they're sitting in these seats.
This one right here.
Yeah. And I'm just
going
to take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine him coming around to somebody as Hogan's hulking up and he goes, "You."
I love it. I mean,
but it's only always at a child.
That's not cool.
Never an adult that I challenge. I wouldn't do that, but that would be funny.
That'd be hilarious.
I don't know if they're from Belleville. I probably will.
So with now you putting out the challenge not only to the wrestlers in the back, but to now the fans, obviously. One of our favorite segments, one of the favorite things we talk about and ask is like a bucket list. Cody did it when he left WWE. He wrote his list down of people he wants to take out. and go against. You've opened the door now to to a whole new bucket list because you're wanting to take titles from fans. So, what would be yours? What kind of matches you want to compete in? Companies you want to go to? Wrestlers you want to fight? Name it.
So the hoodie I have on, I'm wearing Bray Wyatt's last hoodie he put out. So that was like the dream match for me, like wrestling Bray Wyatt. I actually had it in like an affirmation book, wrestle Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. So that was it. I mean, that's. I mean, I think if you start in wrestling, that's kind of the dream, right? You see WrestleMania and you're like, yeah, dude, I want to do that. So for me, that would be awesome. I know that it's gonna be really hard to get there, if at all, but I'm gonna give it max effort and at least try. But I would like to also go. I would love to go to NWA. I would love to make my way to TNA. I have a list of places I would love to get to sometime next year. I'd like to go to Chicago, go to AAW. I'd like to go to Memphis. I'd like to get down to Texas and get a few spots. So I'm going to try to focus on traveling a little more, and hopefully I can fit that in and make it happen. That's like my immediate future. I mean, pretty much the big markets in the Midwest I would like to get to. That's like my immediate goal.
Anyone in the markets then? Like who are you eyeballing that you would want to possibly test your loins against?
I don't know. I mean, I would love I would love to go. I think if I got a chance to go against Silas Mason, that would be just a lot of fun from NWA. I mean, and there's tons of guys that I'd love to work with. Like even locally, man. I mean, being a Dynamo first, I mean, I would love to get in there and mix it up with like ATM, Mike Outlaw, Camaro Jackson, Benjamin Truss, those guys. Warhorse even. Cody Lane, I'm a big fan of. I think
yes!
That would be a lot of fun
love
too.
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody's
I love
the
Cody
bomb.
too, dude. I think he's amazing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those guys that really are hitting the circuit now, I would love to do. I'm not one of these guys that tries to buy into any unnecessary drama. I got a lot of love and respect for anybody that gets in there and tries. I know me personally, I'm an acquired taste. So not everybody's going to like me, I'm sure. But I mean, I would love to mix it up with some of those guys at some point. I think there's so much talent in St. Louis. It would be sick to just have like an absolute melting pot and have one massive show with crazy, local dream matches. I think it would be sick. I would love to face Tony Esteem. I know he just retired, but him and Jackal against me and Sean Vincent, I think would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I don't care who it is, to be honest. I mean, there's places that I would like to go. I'm just willing to take whatever opportunity I can get. I think that I'm a pretty good chameleon, and I can have a solid match with just about anybody. And I think the fun challenge for me is going to be, can I get the reaction that I'm looking for from a place that doesn't know me? That's the tough part. So that's really what I'm looking forward to more than anything. I mean, any matchups are cool. I think it'll be fun no matter what you can find. Throw a stone, dude. I'll wrestle anyone. Whoever it lands on, that's who I'll face. But I just really want to try to go to these other places and see what these crowds are like and really start figuring it out.
I think, I saw you for the first time live. I watched a couple of your guys' tapes and stuff when you and Sean first started get together. But FanFest last year was the first time I got to see you actually wrestle live. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys in the local area that comes around that's one of my favorites is Rohit Raju. Yeah. I think you two would tear it up big time. Shout out to that guy.
I think he's awesome too, man. I went to a few of the Glory shows. I like what Glory does. I like what they're doing. I would love to get involved. at some point and see what I could do with some of the guys that they get over there. They got Tankman coming in, like he's over at MLW. Honestly, I would like to face Alex Kane at MLW. Matt Cardona would be another one I guess I could put on my list. I think that would be a lot of fun.
The wrestling, the indie god.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's still time to develop. With you having all these guys, all these matches, maybe places to go. Like I said, SICW is partnering with other guys in Missouri. Talk down to mid states. Before they talk down with New Breed.
Dude, that's another place I want to go to is mid states. I love everything that they're doing. They've got a lot of great crowds. There's a lot of great stuff happening just all over. That's what I was saying. I think wrestling's just got a crazy momentum right now, and it's just really cool. I want to get in anywhere I can.
Yeah, and like I said, and that's how I kind of had to start out here too. Even with them when I got into the got my feet wet in the business, and I did a lot of matches, and I was actually underneath the tutelage of Frankie D even back when I got in in '96.
Awesome, right?
So yeah, I'm always going to have mad respect for Frankie D teaching me, and of course there's also a couple names here in the past that either one's retired, one's involved, but I never forget the time that was taken out, to do that, and I hit it quick, man. I was hitting Arkansas, I was hitting Illinois, I was hitting Iowa. This was within my first few years. Heck, to say within my first couple of years, I knew a young Trevor Rhodes or Trevor Murdoch, and we were actually bar hopping with his half brother, after the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the dude that does all those death matches and stuff?
No, Trevor Rhodes?
I thought you said Trevor Murdoch.
No, Trevor Murdoch. No, Trevor Murdoch was in WWE, and he's in the NWA.
That's what I thought.
The former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So, but no, there's road stories there that involve us staying out to like 6 a.m, bar hopping, only to get back to the hotel, and to find out our flight leaves earlier than we thought. And we only had a power nap for a half hour, and then I was still I couldn't hold my liquor an hour before that, and I was pretty much done with, and I had to go fly and hung over.
Did you at least sleep?
I couldn't sleep on the plane, dude. It was the worst. It was the worst 70-minute ride of my life, going just from Little Rock to St. Louis. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I hate that. When you just feel absolutely trashed, just physically.
Oh yeah. And then getting picked up from my girlfriend at the time was like, "You went out and partied, did you?" I'm like, "Shut up! I just want to go."
No, no, I did
not. So yeah, it's to be in my young 20s, man, and just trying to live it up. That's all I knew. But no, yeah. So let's kind of, and also let's kind of do to our try shot here. We're gonna put you down there a little bit, and then we're going to bring this back up again. Here we go. Once again, guys.
That's right. Go get it, dude. 20% off. Fucked up.
Yeah. And it's like I said, it's energy drinks, it's pre-workout supplements, and there's a lot of other things.
BCAAs, amino acids, anything that you take supplement wise, you can get from there pretty much.
And look at the buckshot too.
Yeah. And there's actually free sample links too, where you can get 3 packets in a shaker cup. You pay for shipping, and that's all you pay is shipping.
I think I saw those on their Facebook page. If you look up Bucked Up, there, you just got to cover shipping. You get a shaker cup and three sample packs or something, which is not bad either.
Yeah, you try it. They've got great flavors too. You can read up. If you go to the website, they kind of explain what each thing has in it.
Right.
So, I like it. I mean, like I said, there's thousands of products out there that you can take. It's not like this is the end all be all. Obviously, try it, see if you like it. I happen to like it, and just like I said, I lucked out and was able to get the ambassadorship too. I love their stuff. I'm not just an ambassador to be one. I actually have been. I was taking their supplements for 2 years prior to that happening. So I just really like their stuff.
Yeah, and then also let's see, the buckshot. Oh, and then also what I mainly took advantage of is I did get a 12-pack of the buckshot. I wanted the energy drinks, but they're only selling like 4 12-packs. Only if you had to buy 4 12-packs to get and that's all they offered. They didn't offer like single 12-packs. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. It's like I am not going to drink 48 energy drinks. It's going to take me forever.
Not in one sitting, but
not in one.
Get a mini fridge, they start disappearing. You know,
right? Exactly.
And I'm sure they've got a bucked up mini fridge that you could buy.
Right. I'm sure.
If not, they need to take that idea. I need half, but yeah. So,
but one of the main things I took advantage of is their testosterone supplement. So I'm kind of interested. I'm going to wait for that to get in because I feel I'm getting that point in my age that I think I need a little bit of an advantage.
Well, look. So I mean, I'm 35. So I actually went to Victory Men's Health. I don't think this gets talked about enough. Like with a lot of the foods and stuff that's out there nowadays, it's just, first of all, when you get older as a man, naturally your testosterone levels are going to dip. But I think that it's good and healthy for every guy to go get their blood work done and at least see where their levels are at. Because for me, I went to Victory Men's Health and my testosterone level was lower. Like it wasn't like insanely low, but it was about half of what they want the number to be as far as what they call like optimal. You know what I mean? So I ended up getting on the shot for a little bit with that. And then
explain the shot because people are like, what is he taking steroids?
Like, I mean, yeah, essentially it's just testosterone, but it's just to get your level up to like an optimal level. But and then I only did that for a few months, and then aside from that, I've taken some testosterone boosters and some other things. But I mean, like, there's healthy ways to go about it, and there's like places out there and even doctors that will put you on, like a regimen that you need to be on or that could be on. And I think what a lot of guys don't realize is that like it affects your mood. It affects your drive. Like I felt like I got my batteries recharged for real. So, I mean, it's worth, like, if you're getting in your 30s, I mean, there's guys I know in their 20s that had low testosterone, man. I mean, it's just, it's the way it goes now. So I think it's worth at least looking into because you feel so much better. Like, I mean, there's an unhealthy way to go about it by just getting stuff off the street from some gearhead that's like, taking a ridiculous amount. It's just always like this. You know what I mean? It just like, I didn't need that. I just was looking to like, hey, let me see, what I can do here. So it helped me. It helped get the ball rolling. And so I did that for a few months. And now I take some stuff called Alpha Male. I kind of like it. I did like a body scan the other day and my body fat percentage is going down and I've got a lot of muscle on my body right now, which is great. So I'm just kind of at that point where I'm trying to shape it,
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of hoping to see what this does here. And I may have to even look into that.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth looking at, dude, because there could be other things too that contribute to it. Even if you only did it for a little while, it's not like once you start doing it that you won't produce any testosterone naturally. It's just there's I mean there's guys that are doing that and taking HGH and like 17 other things too on top of it. But it's another thing to go and like to a facility where they're actually checking your blood work every few weeks and you guys are going over it and you're seeing where you're at. Like, I mean, dude. It absolutely, when your mental state is not where it should be. I mean, I was having brain fog like crazy where I'd be like, they're like, pencil. I'm like, yeah, that's what that is. Like I can't, why did I not remember what the hell that was? So um, I think some of the stuff's beneficial. Definitely is going to help give you some drive in the gym for sure. So, and just in general, but
Yeah. So, yeah. So with that here, we're talking about performance, and like, so we got, because I mean, I'm always, even though I probably wouldn't look like, I'm always inquired into fitness, and
yeah, yeah,
the whole thing is, I think, a real important aspect is trying to get mentally into the game, because you have to be mentally into the game in order to succeed, obviously. And that goes not just working out, that's especially in the business with wrestling, that
yeah,
with any type of goal or attribute that you're trying to set forth and achieve. But I mean, is there any currently like fitness goals that you're currently involved with that you're trying to achieve? And is there anyone that maybe thought about maybe just trying to do something simple, like at a beginner level? Is there anything that you would recommend
yeah.
just to get started on a fitness goal?
Sure. So to start with the first one, my immediate goals. When I got my original body scans done, this is probably like 7 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. I was at like 36% body fat. I'm now at 29. So hell yeah. So I'm looking that my immediate goal is to try to get down to 25%, and then obviously less and less and less. But the number I'm looking at now is 25. Let's get to 25. It's right there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
for anyone that's looking to just get started, dude, I mean there's so many things you can do. I mean, even dropping down and doing, like, if you can only do 5 push-ups, do 5 push-ups. If you can only do 2 sit-ups, do 2 sit-ups. But then after you've like recovered from that, do it again. And then after you've like kind of rested a little bit, it may not feel like a lot, but then the next day you do that again. You keep doing it. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to change everything overnight. It's one of these things that you kind of have to change your lifestyle. But I swear to you, by the end of it, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel incredible. I mean, I feel amazing. I feel thrown off if I don't get to go to the gym, or if I don't get a workout in. It kind of throws my whole sync. I'm out of whack. And it used to not be that way. I mean, I would eat everything, dude. And now I'm trying to just like put all my energy into feeling better mentally, physically. Because I mean, and another reality of this game is like, you gotta, at my age, if I'm going to sign with a TV company on some level, I'm going to have to look the part too. Like, I can't just be like pretty good at talking and then that's it. Like, I got to be able to perform in the ring and keep up with, dude, every roster is so freaking deep right now. Like, I'm going to have to find a way to squeeze in and find where I can fit in somewhere. Right. Like, that's the ultimate goal. So I'm going to have to really, I've been trying to get a little bit better as far as learning more about nutrition. I've been toying around with fasting. So doing and that's another good one for anybody that's trying to maybe lose a few pounds, do some fasts, 12-hour fast, 16-hour fast, do your research and just read up on it and try. And then I did a lot of kettlebell stuff in the beginning. So a little low weight kettlebell workouts will gas you out, but it's a great builder for body strength in general. So kind of like the stuff I do now is targeting certain areas, and I'm trying to build, day by day, the full picture. And with a kettlebell, although you can do, workouts that are focused on certain parts, I mean, a lot of it's body strength. So, I mean, you're kind of hitting everything, so I would recommend doing that to start too. And there's tons of YouTube videos. I mean, you can do it at your house. You don't even have to go in public if you don't want to be seen. You know what I mean? You can buy a Peloton, whatever you got to do. But hitting a video and in your house is free. So,
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, like it. Like I say, guys. I mean, the supplements do help. I mean, they can help out some with maybe whether it be a pre-workout or something to get you through the day. And some type of energy shot to kind of help you through the day. Because trust me, as much as I do, I gotta have something. I do I do way too much, and trust me, in fact, this has actually helped me just to kind of get through the day. Because I'll tell you what, if you know the last 4 days that I've had, holy crap, dude, you'd be like, what are you? It's like, are you not?
I feel that, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even get enough sleep. So
yeah.
It's but trust me, sometimes it has been a lifesaver to get me through. And then once I'm through, then I'm done for the night. I'm out. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, and again, even to that point too, man. It's like getting some good sleep and other things like that, and recovering. Like that's part of it too. That's some natural energy. And a lot of people don't even realize that. I mean, you could be low in energy too, just from being deficient in some vitamins. So that's why
right.
it's good to get some blood work done to know, oh, I've got low vitamin D, or I've got low iron, I've got low, just taking a supplement of a vitamin that you may not be getting from food or juice or whatever. I mean that could be the difference maker for you. So I like taking these things because it helps. I'm in the gym. When I go to the gym, I'm in there for like an hour and a half, sometimes longer. So it helps with endurance. They have some that are called nootropics that are, if you don't like the high stimulated caffeine ones where you're like get a little jittery, nootropic ones are going to be for your brain. So that's just like really laser focus, or you're, kind of get in there and get after it. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm still trying stuff out and seeing what works for me and what doesn't. It's like it's not something that you do for a little bit and then stop, because you lose it way faster than it takes to gain it. So like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going forever.
Yeah,
I want to be I want to be
absolutely.
110 and doing just 150 push-ups on people. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There you go. No, because I know Zach also he sends me some good, like healing and herbal videos too. Diet, nutrition is way more. Is there's just a whole factor with nutrition that plays into play.
I mean, I started at 350 and now I'm 275 ish, and I do fasting and stuff, and then just like I go lift logs in my backyard.
I like that.
The only reason I like the gym is the sauna. Like, I'm cool with just doing farm boy stuff to be strong.
Dude, that's what I mean. I like going, but I mean, anybody, you just find what you like. I go to the Cahokia Mountains a lot.
I'm still trying to convince my father-in-law to give me a damn tractor tire. I'm like, dude, I want to take it and flip it up and down the hill.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, you don't need a tractor tire in town. I'm like, I just want to
get it.
I just want to flip a tire, dude.
Hey, well, when you get one, we'll just see who can flip it more, me or Brandon Beretta. Spoiler alert, it's me.
Oh,
it's
me. Dude, I would so want to.
There you go, Herb. Book it.
Yeah, book it. Get the tire. Book it.
Tractor flipping, tire flipping.
Gotta wait to an outdoor event
beforehand, so Brandon's isn't lighter than mine.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Get two of the same exact tire, or
that's right.
I mean, so I watch Sheamus's. Do you watch like some of the pros?
I've seen some.
Sheamus,
of them, yeah.
Dude, Sheamus's workout regiment and stuff. What he does, and he's going around and he has his own YouTube show, right?
Yeah.
And he goes around and does the other wrestlers their gym routine.
Yeah.
So that's the show. It's so awesome to watch him do it. For one, I'm a huge Sheamus fan. For two, it's really cool to see him do all these other people's workouts and stuff, and then talk about his own and stuff, and how him and Edge are big fans of the tire. And those are two of my favorite guys. So, like, if they're talking about flipping a tractor tire and taking a sledgehammer to tractor tire, like, give me one. Let's do that, because I'm cool with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's all body, bro. I mean, you got to use every ounce of your body to use your legs, use your arms, use your core. You got to use it all, your back, all that to push it. And then, even swinging the sledge, it's all body, so.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Thanksgiving, I get to go to my father-in-law check.
Routines.
So I get to go look at the tires for Thanksgiving. He already gave me the go, so I just got to be like, I want that one.
Nice, man. I'll tell you, man. That I don't know that's going to be a challenge for me. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that point, but if I do, I mean, it's going to have to be something from bucked up to get me to that level.
You got the dry scoop twice.
With my journey, I didn't get into the gym really. Like I did a small stint with one of my buddies in the gym. It was fun. It was right before COVID. And if COVID wouldn't have happened, I think I'd still be in the gym. But I'm a fan of late night workouts. So I'm a fan of like literally going at 10:30 at night and working out and minding my own business, away from everybody else. And around here in Quincy, Illinois, they don't do it anymore. So we've lost that. Anytime Fitness is the one place, and I'm like, you guys don't have the sauna for the inn, bro. Like,
yeah. Well,
sorry.
So just so you know, so I do some ring announcing for my buddy's fight promotion. He has a Muay Thai and kickboxing gym. Chad Mueller, he owns Maryville Muay Thai, and he just opened All Saints Muay Thai. But he started the stand-up fight series, and so it's just professional kickboxing and Muay Thai here in the St. Louis area, and I do the ring announcing for it. So seeing what some of these guys have to go through to cut weight and stuff, I've now learned that there's like these little mobile saunas that you can buy. I mean, they're not like the super nice wooden ones and everything, but they're little mobile ones, and it heats up. I mean, it does the trick. So I mean, you could get one for your house.
So I started doing saunas on a routine.
Sure.
And I still do cold baths. So I'm an ice bath guy.
Yeah. So me and my wife have been
out,
talking about that. I want to get some plunging stuff too. That's kind of like the next piece of my puzzle is getting a little better as far as the recovery side of things goes. Trying to stretch a little more and doing all that. But yeah, I've heard so much positive stuff about it that we're all in on it. We want to get it,
bro. It's the way. Like I just do it through the shower, no ice yet.
Yeah,
because I'm not there. Like it is still like even that. I'm just like, and I like the cold.
Yeah,
but like going into cold water, it's a different story, guy.
Yeah.
So it's just real cold water faucet. Sit in. I've done one or two where I bought ice and it dumped it in, but it takes a while to breathe.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal. I was just listening to the Joe Rogan and The Rock was on his podcast, and they were talking about it. And Joe Rogan's got one where I guess after a while, after you sit in the cold water, there's like a thermal layer like to it to where like your body kind of gets used to it. He said there's one that moves the water. It's like jets or whatever, and it makes it like a raging river to where your body never gets used to it. So it's just that initial feeling for the entire 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, what? Like,
oh my God.
Yeah. So, I mean, and The Rock had never done it until they worked out together, and he did the plunge. He's like, yeah, I just ordered mine. It's gonna be in my house in a week or whatever. So
I think it was Dana White talked about it, where he goes, he has to make sure there's a cold plunge there, and if there's not, he'll buy it and then leave it at the hotel. He'll be like, all right, now you guys got a cold plunge.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, yeah, the benefits to it are just pretty incredible. I mean, it's insane, like how well you can take care of yourself now with all the things that are available and, that weren't around for years. So I'm
big into the holistic world. So
yeah, I'm all about that stuff too, man. So a lot of, essential oils and those kind of things, like we're pretty big on that over here at the Nasty household.
Nasty household.
I dig you.
Wow. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
So some good info, man. I mean, gosh, just all these regimens, just talking about it just makes me, even with the ice bath, I'm always afraid of the boys are gonna get too cold to fall off, and I wouldn't even want to do anything like that. But
nah, dude, I mean, you can wear clothes; it'll be fine. Like it's one of those deals, man, that because there is so much stuff at all times, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and then just be like, I'm good. It if you're like, we were talking about how do you get started. I mean, just find something and keep messing with the stuff until you're like having fun with it. You know what I mean? Like Z found his lane with fasting and doing the sauna and the plunges. Like not everybody's got to get in there and be the same level as whatever. I'm doing what I'm doing because it's like partly by choice, but also by necessity. Like I'm going to have to, you know what I mean? I got to look and get to a certain level with my body. But anybody that's just looking to feel better, man, just move, get your 10,000 steps in. Like
that's all I want.
Figure out what a calorie calculator is and figure out what you should be taking in and learn what a deficit is. You know what I mean? So
I like looking like a gas tank for a sex machine.
Dude. Yeah. 100%, bro. Yeah.
I just want to be healthy. I want my joints to last. I want my body to last. Like that's it.
Man.
Like,
just don't want to feel like shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Cooley says knock knock, so I guess we're going to get a joke. I guess I don't know who's there. Tyler,
who's there? Not so cool.
Not so coolly.
Got him.
Got him.
I'm surprised he stayed in here this long. It's past his bedtime.
That's what she said. Nailed it. Let's go. Come on.
There.
Glenn Williams, who?
Yeah, Glenn Williams, who? I'm waiting for this.
The joke's not as good when you got to type it. We have too much time to.
Well, Tyler's terrible joke is not going to land.
He got
it. The code is still up there, guys. Winner 1, 2, 3. If you want to not tell terrible jokes, go to Bucked Up right now and use my promo code Winner 1, 2, 3. It'll make you wittier than Tyler can type. It's going to be great.
Oh my God,
love it.
Friday too. Yeah, give it about a couple years, buddy. He'll know. You'll know exactly who Glenn Williams is. He's putting in that work.
He knows right now. That's the thing. Everybody knows. It's no secret.
Oh man,
I'm the star of SICW. It's pretty blatantly obvious. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Sean Vincent. Shout out to Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you can go back anytime of this podcast when we replay it. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on X. You need to get that code. And if we get in, if you give me the direct link, we'll try to see if we can get something posted.
Yeah, as soon as I get off here, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, but either way, you're going to get that 20% off with Winner 1, 2, 3. So,
that's right.
So anyway, here we go. See, I'm your number one sponsor forever and fan. Okay, well,
Tyler's been drinking. He's been playing the drinking game tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I guess, like I said, SICW is taking some time off, and so I guess we're going to try to catch you on episodes of All Star Wrestling for the rest of the year. Of course, they'll start back up in January, and see where we go from there. But that's where you can catch Glenn is in SICW, guys. Keep watching every 8 o'clock. It's on YouTube. We have been advertising it here. What you just look for SICW Wrestling on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's where the live premieres are on every Sunday night at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we just did some show. We got to do the Wrestling at the Chase. That was sick. We did a show at the Missouri Athletic Club where me and Sean Vincent took it upon ourselves to let Hacksaw Jim Duggan know who the real star is. It's not him. And then so they're showing footage from those for these few weeks, and then we did a TV taping. So we should have a few tapings coming up. January 13th is when we're back at the Belleville Fairgrounds. We've got the big fan fest in May, so there's a lot going on. I mean, we were busy every Saturday for like 2.5 months. So just keep your eyes open. Like I said, we're gonna have some time to reflect and kind of come up with a plan of where me and Sean want to end up in 2024. I can promise you this: I'm gonna have plenty of content and plenty of videos from now until then. But as far as when we get back, I plan on making it big nasty season, and 2024 is going to be a year
where I will hold some gold and I'm going to win a whole lot, and you're going to hate it, and it's okay. Just you have time now to make peace with it. You have time now to find solace in the fact that you're going to hate the star of the show, and it's all right. I put SICW on my back since I got here, and I will drag us to the promised land, whether you love me or hate me. I'm going to make this place better. That's just what's going to happen.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, like to that Fan Fest, like I said, for Falls Count Everywhere podcast, the first official sponsor
That's right.
of SICW Fan Fest 2.
Are you doing shows there? Are you going to do interviews?
We're going to be, I mean, we're going to be set up there.
You don't know how we do it?
Yeah. So
I'm stopping by.
Yeah. We're more than welcome. Yeah, welcome.
We'll push GQ out of the way so you can come hang out with us.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have GQ go sell popcorn or something. You know.
He can hold my camera so I get my footage too. So that's fine.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No.
See if I get the Godfather on too. Maybe we'll all just have a hangout or something.
Oh my God, dude.
That'd be sick.
We get some well, like I said, Gerald Briscoe stopped by last year.
Oh man. Talk about, you talked about having, Bob throw you around the ring, right? Gerald Briscoe showing up. I literally was like,
yeah.
That's the dude.
Yeah. So Gerald Briscoe stopped by last year, and I'm gonna get that hotel internet password more than anything. Is I'm gonna make sure, or at least get some good Wi-Fi in there. Yeah. Because apparently mine was pretty crappy last year. So
it's all right, dude. You live and learn.
Yeah, don't use your phone for internet. You're trying to host a 4-hour podcast special. So yeah. Wendy Richter was recently introduced. So yeah, that's my childhood. Wendy Richter and all that. So that's. Like I said, there's still some good stuff to come, man. There's been some names brewing around in the background, but not officially announced. But what the names?
Yeah,
I've heard.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'll accidentally say one that hasn't been.
Yeah,
announced and I don't want to do that. So
I already knew Wendy had been. So I already knew Wendy.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a good show last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of more. There's a lot of more great things to come for the SICW Fan Fest 2. And like I said, with the names you heard so far, if you think that is spectacular, just wait till the other half of the names come out. So
it's gonna be sweet. Yeah. They haven't announced me yet, but I promise you that's probably the biggest name they'll say. Yeah. But I'll be there.
Okay. That's
I will be at the Fan Fest. Go ahead.
I'll be there too. So
that's awesome. See, that's huge, dude. Huge news. Yeah.
Oh my God, Tyler.
Kick him.
I want to do a pupil check right now. This dude's got to be high as a kite thinking he's.
I thought I was the only one making pretty little trees.
Tyler sniffing glue and looking like a Unabomber.
Oh my God. It was funny. I was playing around with a meme creator, and actually that came up on my timeline yesterday. Because I was like, the only thing I could dab, it was from like 6 years ago. The only thing I could dab on are the trees by this lake.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, it was. Wow. So, man, I'll tell you what, man. I'm glad you came on. I knew that we were gonna have some good stuff to talk about. And man, I know it's kind of getting a little bit late here. We even got a little bit of tiny tidbit of business to wrap up here on our ends. But Glenn Williams, Facebook. Where else they can find you on social media, man?
Hit me on Facebook right now. I mean, I'm going to revamp some of my other socials. So Facebook's like the main place at the moment. Just Glenn Williams. Find me there. And 2024 is going to be popping.
There you go. Go back and watch a lot of them reels too, because man, I came across a reel today. I about damn laughed. Fell out of my chair. Coming after fans' titles.
Yeah, I'm telling you, don't bring your title around me because I'm just going to take it. So,
yeah, right. Go check it once buckedup.com. code winner123 get you 20% off your order. And I'm gonna wait till this Black Friday sale ends so I can just order 12-pack and use that code again. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link so you can post them and stuff. But
there you go, man. Glenn, man, thanks for joining us here tonight. It's been a lot of fun, man. And
show.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'll probably be seeing you down the road before the year's end. So
yeah, I'll run into you. But yeah, man, this was a blast. Thanks for having me. Anytime, dude, let me know. I'll be back.
All right, brother. Thanks a lot, man. And have a good week.
Dude, yeah, you guys too. Be safe, make good choices.
Happy Thanksgiving.
One last time for it. Tyler's an asshole. All right, man. See you guys. Thank you.
See you, buddy.
All right. So, man, I knew that was going to be fun, man. With Glenn Williams of SICW here. And, so Glenn will be, in Belleville in January, and of course, IEW will be in, will be in,
poor guy.
IEW, and we're going to promote the shows next week. Hopefully we get both in next week, but you're going back to Granite City and you're also going to Pontoon Beach.
Yeah.
So, and the shows, I think, are like 6 days apart from each other or something like that. Like one's on a Saturday, one's on a Friday.
They're testing the waters.
Yeah, they are. Just hope that they actually got. Have you heard about the first show ever in IEW where it's supposed to have been at that place and that fell through? We actually had to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was there.
I was there for that. So. Russell went off of Route 111. That was great.
But I feel the same way. How Glenn feels about SICW and stuff, and I respect everything that they do over there. Illinois Elite Wrestling, we're trying to put stuff together too, and we're happy to be there. And we've come a long way. We're coming a long way. So
yeah,
we're growing.
Like I said, it's a step of the way, man, and the game is still in progress, always. So shoot. So how about we do this here real quick, because we know next week we're going to have a big time with our show next week here. Let's kind of go through a preview here. The women's, I don't think, like I said, I don't think they're not going to get beyond 4 people on a team.
No, this is what we're getting. This is it.
Yeah. So we got. I like the mix up here against Damage Control. We got Bianca Belair, we got Charlotte Flair, we got Becky Lynch, and then you add Shotzi to the mix. That's cool. I mean, it's about time Shotzi gets a little bit more of a shake in the women's division.
I've been hard on her. I still don't understand the character. I don't understand her very much. I've never really been a fan of hers, but I hope that soon to change. But I was disappointed with the reveal of Becky, to be honest with you, but it makes sense because of Charlotte. I'm firmly in Damage Control's corner.
Yeah, maybe Becky would get over better than what she did on Jeopardy this past week. So,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of I was hoping it was Jade Cargill.
Yeah,
what better way to bring her out would be a debut at Survivor Series. Charlotte calls her in as, hey, they need another person. It'd be a good way, if there is that fear of like, how do we hide flaws of hers and help her become better than what she is and protect her stuff. This would have been the perfect way to kind of do it. But we'll see. I'm just sour on Becky. That's it.
Yeah. And I'm only hoping that Asuka is not pulling the whole Kurt Angle swerve when we're talking back in 2001, where Kurt Angle just went over to WCW and then ended up turning on him anyway, like in a couple weeks, making WCW lose. I'm hoping Asuka's not doing this.
Stop that. Don't even bring that into the idea. Dakota Kai and them beat up Bayley. The good guys win. Bayley gets kicked out.
Yeah.
Damage Control's Dakota Kai, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky.
And I will still like the faction, and I think Bayley can carry us. Obviously, we know how Bayley can carry herself, but yeah, I do see Damage Control getting the victory on this one here. So, but we'll see. Like I said, all this is Sunday. I'm sorry, Saturday. Excuse me. Yeah. So Saturday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern here. Our next one, I'm sorry. I know it's your boy. I'm sorry.
You know who I'm rooting for.
I know who you're rooting for.
Let's go!
But let's be real.
No,
let's be real.
Stop it.
Gunter is going to stomp a mud hole in Miz.
Curtis Axel of the B team comes back. No.
Oh my God. Now you're being stupid here. Come on now. Come on. No, I mean Gunter all the way, bro. Gunter all the way. I'm a big fan of Gunter. Right now, it is not old to me, and I know he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, as of currently. But to me, Gunter does not get old right now.
Yeah, I'm with it. Gunther actually gets the W. I can dream, man. I can dream. It'd be good to see Miz with the belt again, but
yeah. If he comes out in those colors in lime and black, I'm telling you right now, it's not on a winning streak right now. You're going to come out a loser, bro. So just saying. I know.
Sorry.
yeah. Next one. This should be.
I can't wait for this match.
Yes. Carlito and Santos Escobar. And what about the Tony Montoya inspired suit he wore on SmackDown this past week? Dude, that looked sharp. Yeah.
I got introduced to Escobar back in Lucha Underground when he was still under a mask.
Yeah.
But I love everything that man does. He just gets better and better and better. And Carlito is legitimately one of my favorites. So I was a huge fan of Carlito when he came onto the scene, spitting in the face of people who weren't cool, like Tyler Cooley. But Carlito is the dude. Like, I cannot wait for this match at all, man.
Yeah. My predictions, somehow LWO gets involved, but it's not going to backfire. They're going to get Santos at least to get one over on Carlito, because ultimately Ray's got to get his revenge on Santos.
And you got Santos got to look strong.
Yeah, he's got to look strong. Yeah, I mean, I guess so too. I know. I would book this to a clean finish. Carlito in this one, because Carlito coming back, making his comeback, looking better than ever, even when the best he's ever looked in his career. Definition wise, great physical shape. He's still got it. He's still got the factor. And but like I said, probably Santos probably will go over on this one. Let's see here. Our next one. I think you and I both know who we want to pull for here. And Zoe Stark is a great uprise here. I mean, I'm a Zoe fan.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
But mommy,
I don't know. You cannot.
Mommy always on top.
You cannot sell me anybody else at this point who is more dominant in the women's division in WWE right now than Rhea Ripley. So, Bottom line, I'm sorry, Zoe. It's a nice try. You're getting your feet wet, but learn from this experience when you lose. So that's all I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say here. And this is the last one that they've got on the card. See, they've only got 5 announced matches, and of course, here it is: the men's Survivor Series War Games, Judgment Day versus. I'm sorry, man. There's just too much star power with Cody and Seth. Main event Jay, and of course Tammy. Dude, this is all like a lot of these guys here are in your favorite pool, bro. So where do you go with this?
Honest to God, this whole match is like the whole reason I tune into wrestling. Well, maybe not Seth as much. I love Seth, but like I said a couple weeks back, my issue with Seth is I enjoy Seth chasing the title versus having the title, and that's nothing against him. I just like the way he plays that character better and like that story arcs, and I don't know. But I love all 4 of these guys. Now, there was a little rumor on one of the, dirt sheets, rumor that Seth was getting pulled supposedly from the match.
See, here we go talking. It's 6 days away to Chicago. Oh, somebody may get pulled. Gee, who are we going to replace? Who are we going to find in Chicago?
But when you talk about this, right? All that stupid. Oh, dude, I'm so over it, man. If he shows back up, he shows back up. Shut up, internet. but no, like this match already sits, man. That's a solid main event, man. And JD McDonough's going to be able to shine. People are going to be able to see him in a whole different light, hopefully, because the guy can go. Like, the guy's crazy. So for him to finally get a little bit more spotlight, and he's been getting a lot to shine and doing great. Damian Priest is getting raved about left and right backstage. Everybody loves him. The internet community even is behind Dominic Mysterio in some ways. I just saw a post about him, about how he's been so dominant, and like WWE has a lot of faith in him because they booked him so strong. Finn has a new life to him, and it's just so good with what Judgment Day is doing as a whole. Cody's Cody. Seth is, once again, actually, the whole other team's just like, they are who they are. So, this is a match to really enjoy. And for a War Games match, I think it's going to be really cool to see Cody enter his dad's playground, so to speak.
Well, let's even talk. Should we even entertain the rumor? Could you imagine if Seth did slide out? Could you imagine that a team of Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and the voice of the voiceless, all on one team, facing that? I mean, just entertain. I mean, can you imagine what if they pull this on the day of the show? Seth, where's Seth Rollins at? Who are we going to find to replace? People are going to freaking, oh my God. They're going to go. Do you think WWE would pull an emotional roller coaster like that? And oh my God. But even if they didn't, this is still a spectacular card.
Oh, yeah. But if that happened, I think the internet would literally go down. Starlink ain't even going to help us. The internet's going to get crushed if that by chance would happen. I don't see it happen. I see a different scenario happening where Seth Rollins gets removed by a certain Scottish warrior. So,
yeah.
That's how I feel that rumor actually will go. I think people are just putting their 2 cents in because for some reason, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Alex World said, for some reason, the internet community always, when wrestling's a buzzing, in the big areas of wrestling, when it's a buzzing, CM Punk's around the corner. It doesn't work that way, guys. It does. But it's a testament to him. As much as people poop on him, crap on him about certain things, the wrestling world still wants to see him. So,
yeah, I agree.
But no, this match is going to be. This is a stunning main event.
Yeah, right here is the main event. Absolutely.
I don't think so. That is another thing. What Matt here said. So it was brought up that. Oh, wait, is that the right one? Yeah.
Fine.
Orton is supposed to be coming back to join Cody. And McIntyre...
I've been hearing that too.
McIntyre is joining the Judgment Day.
So
that could be
the 5-on-5.
That is the whole storyline rumor thingy mabob.
And see, I'm sorry, but this is great thing. I mean, we want to talk rumors, but you don't want to talk dirt sheet. There's a difference of talking rumor and there's a difference of talking dirt sheet. This is rumor, and this is. I
don't know. I like sidearm booking. I like enjoying the what if.
Exactly. So I mean, this right here is entertaining enough, And
the nice thing about WWE with it right now, they're doing such a good job in writing. That even if their outcome happens, I'm still cool with it. I'm not even mad right now, like how they're putting their product together. So like I can have this fantasy world back here, like what if this actually happened, but still be cool with like if that would be just the main event right there. I still say Judgment Day goes over, but that's just me.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think the Judgment Day, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, Judgment Day's had a rift before. They're all strong. Okay. So if Judgment Day goes down, who takes the fall? Is it Balor? Is it Mysterio? It can't be JD McDonough again. It just can't.
If Judgment Day goes down,
wait a minute, but
okay,
but like this is War Games, so somebody has to lose with just one pinfall or submission. That's all it takes. It's
if
not
it happens,
style. See, that's the thing I don't like. They make Survivor's Games as War. They might as well just renamed it War Games because that's what it is. There is no traditional elimination match on this year's pay-per-view. There's none. It's all War Games and in other contests. That's it. There's not.
I didn't even think about that. I would have liked a traditional.
How could you not do that? I mean, unless if I'm just throwing, they're both War Games matches. They don't go off elimination style. They go in. They're going to start out with two people, one from each team for 5 minutes. 2 minutes, another one. After that, whoever has the advantage of the draw, they go in. So it's a 2-on-1. The 2 minutes. The opposing team enters one, so it's 2-on-2, and you do everything until everybody is in there. Okay, so we have one men's, one women's. So where's the traditional Survivor Series elimination match, people? I just don't realize this, and I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. I'm not as cool as Tyler Cooley with this. Okay, I am not happy actually. But
back to who takes the pin if they have to on Judgment Day, I actually say Damian Priest takes the pin.
Wow.
Because that could set up the fact that on Raw, he said that he was the captain. You know, I'm the leader of the Judgment Day. Rhea then goes, okay, vote. We're putting you in charge of the Survivor Series team. He takes the fall. It opens more windows. So, like,
yeah,
that's where I would go with it. But I still say Judgment Day doesn't take the fall yet.
I'm going to think Team Cody's going to prevail. I think so. And I think there's going to be another rift in the Judgment Day, and Mommy's going to be upset because Mommy was on top in Survivor Series, but yet these four guys can't get it done.
Dude, it sets up perfectly because we've been saying it from day one almost, and you and I are heavy Rhea fans. Yeah. Heavy Rhea fans.
Yes.
And I still think, how cool would it be to literally have a female head faction leader, you know, your cream of your crop is your women's champion, and she's leading a bunch of dudes to victory. I'm so in with that character right now that it's not funny. So I'm with Damian Priest taking the loss and setting up the demise of Damian Priest from the Judgment Day.
Man, yeah. And then that's okay because he's got his money in the bank all the way until July. So seeing our money in the bank could go and cash in on whoever, whenever he wants. He's got that to hang on to. That's one thing he has
so right beautifully. He's so good. He was good in ROH though too. So no one.
Yeah. Let's
be real.
He was actually good in ROH. So, but hey guys, I corrected this code right now. So actually, if you scan this QR code here on this bucked up advertisement here, that will get you right to that discount without having to put in that code. But if you go straight to buckedup.com, you put in code 10123, you'll still get it. But there's your code right there. And like I said, check out their entire line. They've got so much stuff from here. You know, you've got holy cow. I don't know what. Here we go. Yeah. So I mean, you've got energy drinks, you got endurance enhancements, you know, for pre-workout, high stimulant pre-workout, you know, there's just a lot that's in there. So it's, check out the supplements and find out what they're all about. So go ahead once again, scan that code, and that'll get you straight your 20% off. I mean, even though you missed a big Black Friday sale, pre-Black Friday sale, who knows if they're going to have anything else. But anyway, go and check them out. And hey, I mean, you can just say Big Nasty sent you because we've got no affiliation with it, but I'm advocating for it because I've actually had some other products, and I'm going to have some of their products coming in, which is their RET supplement, which is their testosterone booster. So we'll see how that goes. But no, I'm excited for next week though. Another good Saturday night viewing of a great pay-per-view coming up. Whatever happens, man.
They got big shoes to fill. AEW killed it this week, so hopefully, I mean, WWE's going to bring it. They've been doing great.
Can we talk about though? I mean, and this is, which by the way, you were talking about, with Jade and everything. Apparently, Dave Meltzer's going off on Jade Cargill now.
Yeah.
Somebody posted that, and I was like, oh my gosh, it must be great to have somebody who's an expert on everything. And then I put in parentheses, by the way, this comment only gets 2 stars. So
did you see that post I posted about him about like WWE just saw Jade Cargill's wrestling ability and now has cold feet?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, shut up.
That's what I was, that's what he's just talking about. He's just on Jade. Jade is not debuted yet, so shut up, Dave. No one knows.
They're just sprinkling her out there to give her like a feel so that when she comes into the organization all together, the fans know who she is for WWE. Like, it's not right. It's stupid.
Dave Meltzer.
Shut up.
Dave Meltzer, you're a guy that's been covering this business for 40 years. You think you get the concept by now that you can't compare to where she was in AEW, okay? She's in the Performance Center. She's getting trained on a new regimen and a new way to be in a wrestling ring, a new way to do a match, okay? This is going to be something different than what AEW has. So until you see her in action, shut your hole and just let her move on.
I think she's going to destroy it. She's going to kill it. Like, get ready. Everybody wants to see her versus Charlotte. That her versus Rhea. There's going to be so many great matches she's going to have.
It's going to take time, but until she, when she's ready, they'll let it happen. But until then, Dave Meltzer, shut up and shut up again. And by the way, shut up.
We're not Tony Khan, just orders whoever they want.
If anybody wants to send this to Dave Meltzer, I'll be more than gladly to.
Now I'll tell you. Do I bring him on?
Come on, bro.
I'll argue with Dave Meltzer. I'll have a verbal confrontation with him.
I won't shout out to Dave Meltzer, hoping he'll holler back, and not like a Scott Steiner holler back. But anyway,
holler! Did you hear me?
That's right. Yeah. But I think that's all we got, man. But like I said, next week we're going to kind of go over what went down at Survivor Series War Games. That's happening Saturday. We'll review that next Sunday. And then also we're going to be going over best moments of Survivor Series and War Games. And we're going to more touch on the best of Survivor Series, the elimination style matches. Because especially when I just now thought like, oh crap, there's not an actually elimination style match. We're going to cover that next week. So
and if anyone says John Cena beating all of Nexus, I'm banning you from our chat.
No, I totally forgot about that. Only you would bring that up, but of course I couldn't see it. So
yeah,
anyway,
sucks.
Oh no, I got some good ones, man. I got some. At least I feel it's some good ones, and I think you, myself, and GQ should come up with our own best. Should come up with our top 5 best all-time list of either matches or moments in Survivor Series history.
Ooh, okay.
That's homework. Okay. Yeah, that GQ, that's homework. I know you hate homework.
But you do it all nice and pretty, and like I just tell you. Is that cool? Or do you want me to try to do?
I mean, just tell me.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be nice to know beforehand. Well, I mean,
I don't have it like that. No, it'll be.
If you don't have, Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to do mine. You do yours, and GQ do his, and then we're going to compare. So, and we're going to all do our 5, and then we'll talk about War Games history too. So, best moments in War Games.
I don't remember that many War Games. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so
that one, I might have to do some research and watch some War Games.
You're going to have to go back to Peacock for that, and then also this also includes whenever it got brought back in NXT, or even.
Oh, if that's the case, then I know one there.
See, that's what I'm just saying. That not just the old NWA, and whenever WCW tried to do that stuff toward the end of their stint. But also NXT style War Games, or even when WWE merged that in to like even last year. So like I said, look up War Game, try to look up some War Games. So we're going to top 5 Survivor Series style elimination moments, top 5 War Game. Well, I don't know. There hasn't been as many War Games, so maybe we might have to do a top 3 War Games, I have to say. And if you can't narrow it down to 3, then we'll probably build on as notables, whatever. So, but that it is. Okay. And, and then of course we want all of our audience involved here too. If you got something that that we didn't say or anything and you want to bring it up, hey, we'll be like, hey, let's talk about that, baby. So, hey, let's just talk about it. We always want to talk about it, man. Always want to talk about it. So we've been going on for a good while here, guys. For those who've hung around, who've come in and come out and all that, we thank you for hanging out here with us. And we also want to thank once again Big Nasty Glenn Williams as our guest, our featured guest here this week on the Falls Count Everywhere podcast for episode number 126. And that's
not Cooley, Tyler Cooley.
Yeah. Thanks again to Tyler Cooley for cluing us in on a New Breed down in Sedalia last night, since he was there in person and saw the personal turn of Derek Teeter, and now he's not a fan of him anymore. There's a surprise. So, don't hate me, Tyler. I'm just saying, I got something for you, buddy. Anyway, always got something. And so, any last words here for you, Z?
No, I get a new washer tomorrow. I'm pumped.
Yes. When you're a family man, that's a big thing on our list. I'm telling you right now. It's a major thing, especially you got a lot of kids, which I know you do. So, I thought you had dryer problems too.
No, I got a dryer. I found a nice dryer on the Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
there the washing machine, I couldn't find anything where anyone wanted to come off it. So, well,
there you go.
Brand new one from Menards coming.
Nice. There you go. All right, man. Well, that's going to do it for us this week on the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. So, for the Gem City Mouse Zmiz, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby. Thanks again. And we're going to be back here next Sunday here to talk about Survivor Series and War Games all together, guys. We'll see you then. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your friends and loved ones, and we'll see you next week. Good night, guys.
Later.
We thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Don't forget our friends at the following: Keeping It Cool with Tyler Cooley, the Searcher and Hide podcast, and We Talk Wrestling. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast is an LTX Enterprises production.